Yeah, start over. Okay, let me know. Should I keep going? Okay. Okay, let me know when you got audio. We got audio? Let me know we got it. Hey, fam, I understand you didn't hear me. What I was talking about was this. I said, you know, it is like, are we overstocking this team? Well, I mean, what's going on with us? Because we got like a lot of guys, and we're going to get some more guys on draft night. Because you know they're not going to go all offense. I was going on. I was looking at this today. I thought about it because I hadn't been thinking about it. Mostly, I'm thinking about what's weak and what's lacking, what do we need, right? We don't really need a lot. Offensively, going to add a wide receiver. He's not going to make, I got to tell you something about that wide receiver. We'll talk about that a little later more. You're going to add another wide receiver, but Kid's probably not going to play. So, it'll be a guy grooming. Although, if he comes in doing a Dante looking like that, somebody else may have to sit down. Let me get into it. John Lynch, as you know, is out in Phoenix. He didn't mention any words. He was discussing expectations for the 49ers defensive line. He told reporters at the annual league meetings, we want to become a dominant force there. They asked him about his defense. We think that's very important. He's a defensive guy. Of course he does. The team has invested a lot on the defensive front. As you know, the 49ers have used first-round picks on Eric Armstead, Buckner, Solomon T. 49ers then traded in 2020 second round, 2020. I don't deal with them people, okay? I think it's because, when I said 2020, yeah, no. It was a slip. 2020 second round pick in order to acquire D Ford from the Chiefs. Team has signed Ford to a 5-year contract extension, and it ain't cheap either. There's also a strong possibility the 49ers will use the number 2 pick on another edge rusher, and you know this. Quentin Williams, people, I'm with you. I'm just saying. We can maybe ask Quentin to rush off the edge, too. He says he can do it. But the more attractive thing to do with Quentin is put him next to Buckner and watch people say, oh, my Lord. See, because no matter what the 49ers do, whether it's Quentin Williams, whether it's Josh Allen, whether it's Joey Nicky B, man, it's all good. I mean, so hell yeah. It makes sense that the Lynch would expect the defensive line to be an absolute strength in 2019 and beyond. John believes it can change the course of a game. Goes on to say it could change the course of a season. We have an opportunity to do that with our group. We still have to go do it. You keep adding pieces, and our expectations to be special there. Everybody knows that the 49ers have ranked in the bottom third in sacks over the last 2 seasons. Everybody reminds us, every Raider fan every Rams fan, every Cowboys fan, every fan of other team. 49ers, man, you guys' defense sucks, man. You rank last. I mean, in every defensive category. Now you rank on the ground. Shut up. Yeah, that's all we can do is get mad. Because dudes be right. God. No edge rushers put together a 10-sack season since Aldon Smith left in 2012. Buckner, despite posting 13 sacks last season as an interior rusher, still has several missed opportunities due to a lack of pressure off. Yeah, John Lynch, we told you about this last year. Man. The acquisition of Ford alone should remedy both of those things. You know it will. And if you get Bosa, it'll continue to remedy that situation. You see, because D is known for, as John says, I think having the best first step in football coming off the edge. All of a sudden, you have a tackle who doesn't feel so good about hanging in and helping block DeForest. I mean, dude, other teams just look over to the edge. hey, little help here. And they're working on Buckner. Buckner just... See, now, go ahead, tackle. Go over there and help out with Buckner. Oh, that will hurt. Oh, that will hurt your quarterback so badly. So, nowadays it can actually be argued that if the 49ers have too much personnel on the defensive line. Can you imagine that? Because remember, we got a lot of guys. Ford and Buckner will obviously, they'll have set roles. But it could be a challenge to find enough reps. Eric Armstead, Solomon T, especially if the team adds someone like Nikki B, Josh Allen, or Quentin Williams in the draft, right? So that's before even mentioning DJ Jones, Ronald Blair, Contavious Street. I mean, 49ers we're building an arsenal, fam, and the depth is crazy. Didn't somebody keep saying something about, that's how the Hawks did it, man. You had nonstop energy coming off that bench, and one guy was just as ridiculous as the other. See, man, Lynch made it clear that he isn't worried about any potential overstocking. And we're talking about a defensive guy here, right? He says you've got to have a quarterback, and you've got to have the guys to knock him down. We got that. So people want to think that's one guy. For us, it's always been collective. I would say there's enough snaps to go around. Yeah, the best way to navigate the surplus of defensive linemen is to figure out what each player does best and deploy them accordingly. See, that's the thing, you're going to be able to that's why I'm kind of feeling okay about you can actually change and manipulate the defensive scheme so you can add more people into certain things. We're doing a wide nine and some other things. But the thing is, I like the rotation how it's going to be this year. Tired people and everybody that's coming in is going to be like really especially good. And everybody wants to prove that they deserve more snaps, right? So now you're creating a hunger on this team of fiends that like to hurt the other side of the field. Nobody's going to kick back and relax. There's no need to anyway, because Jimmy G's going to have that offense out there all afternoon. The amount of time the offense of the other team is on the field is probably not going to be as long as it was for the last season. So you got to rest your defense out there working them. Woo, man, so anyway, hey, fam, I'm going to talk about that today. What are you expecting? How bad, how good can it get? There's always the folks that don't believe in it. They think we need things and that stuff like that. And then people want to talk about the offense. You can do whatever you want to do. I don't care. Just call on in here if you like. How about, hey, Salvador Brebisca says, hey, Ronbo, first. He said, for first round D, lineman, smells like a quarterback barbecue. Can you smell that QB meat? Peter Gorman, that is! Jeff Tad says, Jed York punched the wall right after Jimmy G tore his. I know, you read that report? It was like a weird feeling, right? Because we're sitting there watching that, right? You don't believe it. Jimmy's laying on the ground, you know it's serious. It was like a surreal moment, wasn't it? All I could think of was, damn. Oh, man, we got to wait till tomorrow for the MRI, and I know it's bad. He can't even stand up. He's done. And sure enough, he was. And Jed knows. That's why Jed hasn't lost any faith in the team yet. That's why he's not saying things like what some people say. Man, John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, man, this is the last year. Oh, man, please. What you going to do with no team? So Jed ain't talking like that. He ain't tripping. So give me that. He even realizes it, right? Perry Howard said, hey, what's up, Perry? Dave Johnson, what's up, fam? Fresh writer, Quentin Williams. I'm with you on that. I mean, I'm telling you, man, I'll take him. Kim, Boutro, sup? This is going to be a good year. I can feel it. Empire Strikes Back, 49ers, sup? Quentin Hunter. Thanks, Quentin, man. We like that intro, too. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. James Anderson, what's up? Debbie Ryan, you guys, I love that you guys appreciate that. I didn't know how it was going to affect you, so glad to hear it. Thank you for the feedback. Yeah. And Jake Jones, MC9, tell Ronbo to cut the oh, my God. I heard he was in there screaming. I don't open the door for MC, man, because he was coming in and talking, man. You know how he likes to tear me down all the time. Like he knows more about the 49ers and what to do for them than I do. And he be walking. And then before I can say anything, he walks out. And I'm gone. Yeah. You know where he got that from, don't you? He got that from Trez. Oh. So anyway, let me go on over to the phone. Okay. It's up top. Hey, Jamin.
Ronbo.
Hey, Jamin. Man, you see them flame? Yo, Jamin, where you at, man? Hello.
I'm here.
Yeah. Jamin, I'm telling you right now, man. Have you noticed the defense is looking like they can seriously hurt somebody? Jamin, even if we don't do the draft, we could go play game one. Jamin?
I agree, Ronbo.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Oh, I gotta hear that noise. We could go play a game as long as Jimmy G and everybody's healthy on the offensive side. We could play a game right now. And Jamin, we could seriously hurt somebody with that defense. Hey, boy.
100%.
Ooh-wee. So what you
just one question, who's playing your other edge? With Ford coming off one, Armstead, Buckner.
Yeah.
Who's playing your other edge right now?
Yeah, I mean, when you say my other edge, you talking about the big end?
Yes, correct.
Nicky B?
We cut Mark.
You know I'm a Nicky B fan. We got all kind of people. Where are you at with that?
I ain't too mad at that, Ronbo.
All right.
I think you'll be okay there.
All right. Because a lot of people want Quinnen and they want Josh. Ain't nobody said nothing about Montez Sweat yet. Brian Burns is entering into the conversation. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Not at 2. 2 has got to be Bosa or it's got to be Allen at 2.
See? How about Williams? Because they say Williams is actually he's the 49ers, I don't know who they got it from, but the writers keep thinking things like, if the 49ers don't get Bosa or Williams in the first round, they're going to trade down. I don't know about that, though. Because, see, the writers be guessing like they were last year, and it was all the way wrong, you know? So, yeah, they might be.
Correct.
Allen might be the number one dude on the menu.
On the Quinnen Williams pick, though, Ron, but I just don't think it just makes sense for us. It really was Solomon's Grove. Eric, what we're going to do with him long term. Just don't. Quinnen, I just don't. Personally, for me. He would be a bad pick. Mm-hmm. But as far as that number 2, Ronbo, with what we've been dealing with as far as the quarterback pressing, the quarterback, for God knows, since Alden and Justin left the team, I think that pick has to be Bosa. It just got to be for me.
Yeah.
With the strength that this guy brings up, and not just pure speed, because with Josh, I just see it just flat, pure speed edge rusher.
Yeah, that's scary. That might work sometime, but not in the NFL.
Bosa got that strength, Ronbo, that he can knock that tackle back into that backfield. Whether you're throwing it or running it.
Yeah, a lot of
technique. And he's a technician.
Yeah.
But overall, though, Ronbo, I don't think you can never have enough talent, personally. I do know, was it 2011 or 12, we had the most first rounders by any team as far as on one team. We was loaded, Ronbo. We had
2012?
We had about 2 first-round picks almost every year.
Yeah, that front line was
We was coming in every year, 2 picks in that first round. And at one point, we had the most first-round picks on any team.
Tell you.
That got us to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. See, that's why I keep worrying about the Cleveland Browns.
We was 5 yards away, Ronbo.
I mean,
we had too much talent, but we was only 5 yards away. So
it was a bad play call, Jamin. Man, we had that. Could have won that game. It was a bad play call.
Greg Roman should have known Crabtree ain't caught a fade all year.
I mean, really, you know? And you need a kind of quarterback that can drop that ball like that and cap strength. You could have ran that would have been the time to run the run option, RPO. Don't go to the strength in that position. I don't know what they were thinking. Give it to Frank Gore. Come on. Oh, man, Jamin. Oh, man, you brought that up.
I hate to quote Richard Shane, but he said he tried the best in the game. That's what the man said. Don't try the best in the game. That's what you're going to get when you come at me like that.
That's
what the man said, Ronbo.
And we at the time we hated him, but he was telling the truth. I'm just glad he's with us now.
Telling the truth. Right. What you think as far as we do on the other side, Ronbo? Because I personally cannot stand a killer Witherspoon. Personally.
It may be Jason Verrett, and him and Sherman can hold that down.
He's more injured than Jimmy Ward, Ronbo.
Is that even possible? I mean, can you imagine that?
That's correct, though.
I know.
As sad as it may sound, that is a fact that if you look it up, the man has been injured more than Jimmy Ward.
Oh. Jamie, I'm thinking they got a new team of people in there to keep guys healthy. Maybe they can do something about that.
We hoping. There's no way all these guys can go down again with Jimmy and Jarek and you name the list went on. Yeah, there's no way. But we got a new training staff in now. The old guy's out. Was it Ray Wright? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he's gone.
They got rid of him and his whole staff. So hopefully we can keep some guys upright, man. But if that's going to be our biggest thing, I don't think we can roll out too many first-rounders, or whether it's the defensive line or whether it's the team top to bottom. I don't think you can roll out too much talent in the NFL.
I know, right? It's impossible. Because you know
what? With the
like
injuries
you said,
and everything that goes into the season, you can't have enough talent.
I mean, you know, Jamie, you don't even
There's no way.
It's hard to even come out of OTAs and preseason activities without losing somebody. So, you know, you're right. It is. You got to have the next man up now, though. We got some dogs.
They say Jason Verrett went down on the conditioning test, I believe. It was something pretty close to that. Like the very first sprint, he tore his knee.
Oh. I think it was Achilles, wasn't it? Oh, I don't know. I know it. You're right.
Correct.
First day. I'm the coach. Is that Jason?
Test. Correct. They haven't even passed physicals yet.
Oh, my God. Get him up. Oh, man. Hey, Jamin, we going to go, man. I'm telling you, I'll unless something crazy happens during the course of the week, man, I will see you Friday. You got some time. And good to hear from you,
Jamin. I'm here, Ronbo. All week.
Man. All right,
all
man.
week long.
Yeah.
Let me just get one from you before I go, Ronbo.
Yeah, oh, God, yes. Man, Jamin.
My man, over and out. Ready to go till we're dead and cold, Ronbo.
That's what I'm talking about. Have a good night, Jamin.
All right, boss, man. Have a good night. You too, boss.
Thanks, man. It's Big Show. Now, the first thing I do is look at my computer. First time I open it, go to Twitter. I'm looking for the Big Show. There he is. Show's actually sent us Rashad Gary now in front of my boy, Nicky B. He says, Ronbo, you just still want to believe the front office idea of trading down to acquire more draft capital because Bosa ain't in the picture. If you're going to do that, you may as well give that pick. You're not going to get a better pick trading down than you're going to get if you get OBJ. Just give the pick to the Giants then and talk about it to Forrest Buckner and get OBJ if that's all you're going to do. I mean, come on. It's just a dumb idea. And Gino Anderson says, hey, Gino, what's up, fam? Yeah, who's that? I'm a Sean, man. If all you're going to do is trade down, man, trade down the second pick and get that dude. Quentin Hunter says, you should do the NFL draft stimulation that has all the players' info, and let's pick each 7 rounds. Quentin, I'm gonna do my own mock draft a little later, and probably maybe next 2 or 3 weeks because we're already in April. I mean, next weekend. Hey, what am I talking about? This is the last. It's the last weekend of March. Oh, my God. Bernal Jacob says, plus, it would be dangerous, Bosa and Ford next to each other. God, the thought of that just irks me, man. Woo! I mean, I can already see when Bosa is whack, wham, wham. D Ford, like a flash, a blur, bam. Oh, combo. Dwight Lyle, Williams, Roll Tide. Debbie Ryan says, are you going to be challenged when it comes to selecting our 53? Who is going to get booted? See, I never do. I got too much sentiment wrapped up in these. I can't even be biased on the final 53, Debbie. I'm going to tell you what, though. We're going to bring people in and let them do their final 53, possibly one-on-one. Because fighting 53 takes a long time. I don't even know. I can't be loving on the players too much, you know? Somebody say, hey, Ronbo, man, it's just the name in the front, not the back. Empire Strikes Back says, fam, we will get more DBs, another edge, and probably replace Slowly Thomas. I'm just reading it. I'm just reading it. I ain't saying nothing. Dave Johnson, DK, is a BUSSSST. There's a lot of people on that train, too. Steve Randall, what's up? James Long Jr., sup, fam? 187 times Eddie, 3 times champ. Jerry can fix DK. Is DK, I guess DK's a little tight in the hips. Some clone times are kind of scary. When you got that much muscle, though, sometimes you don't have fluidity, right? No. Crazy T says Hakeem Butler and N'Keal Harry. Probably on the list, too, you know what I'm saying? Let's go out to Phoenix, Arizona, where the annual league meetings are taking place, and say hey to, hey, Phoenix, come on in.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Phoenix, man, I mean, what is your name, fam?
Mike.
Mike is, man, you know what's going on, Red and Gold, fam, man. Just sitting back here, but tripping on the defense and how it's building up. Because, we already have some pieces before we even picked up D Ford. He is the missing link. I think we had everything else except for him. And if we pick up one more, we got stock! What you thinking, Mike?
Yeah, we're going to be stocked up, but I don't know what it is with sports media. Well, you know how they always hype everyone up.
Yeah.
They always get that one wrong. But what is it about Nick Bosa that you're screaming, oh, Nick Bosa, yes, he's there. Number 2, take Nick Bosa. Why do you think Nick Bosa is a better fit or a better piece? If we do take a pick, it's either going to be Bosa, Josh Allen, or Quinnen Williams.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be either Williams or Allen. If they do take a pick, is who they will pick.
If you want to know, I just go with the consensus pick. I'm looking at technique. I'm looking at strength. I'm looking at coordination and balance. I'm looking at his pedigree. I'm looking from a long line of training, probably started when he's 10, 11 years old. When I say this kid has an edge on everybody else in this division, it's no joke. I sincerely believe that he's ahead of the pack when it comes to coming in and being a day one starter.
Yeah? All right. Well, he'll be a day one starter. He's going to be a really good player. Really good. But Josh Allen, there's a difference. I'll tell you the difference between Josh Allen and Nick Bosa. I don't know if you've seen my tweet. I sent you links to each of the highlights. So go back and if you look through it and watch. Both of them have great technique. Yes, they do. But Nick Bosa, he only does, I guess he does 2 things. He gets after the quarterback, and he's good at stopping the running back behind the line of scrimmage. Yeah. Now, if you watch Josh Allen coming off the line compared to Nick Bosa, sometimes Bosa gets it. Almost 50% of the time, Josh Allen jumps off the line so fast that the left tackle doesn't even have time to put his hands out. Allen is already past him getting the quarterback, or Allen is down the sideline stopping the running back from gaining any yards, or stopping him in the middle, or he's covering somebody in the pass. He is everywhere, can do everything Bosa can do, plus more. Same with Quinnen Williams. Now, Quinnen Williams, he's not covering anybody. He's not, but Quinnen Williams or Josh Allen, the reasons to be the pick. If you look with Josh Allen and D4, Kwan Alexander, DeForest Buckner, Solomon Thomas, and then you have Eric Armstead coming through there too. That's a pretty nasty mix. Yeah. Now, I actually think Quinnen Williams might be the missing link to this defense. Because if you think about that, what this guy does, the force that he is in the middle, I mean, he is so fast and agile for his size. He busts through the line always. If you watch how well he can see what's going on in the backfield and shed off the block and tackle the running back for a loss or get the quarterback. I mean, this guy is 300 plus pounds or maybe a little bit under, and he runs around like he's a running back.
225, yeah.
Who? Quinnen Williams?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Quinnen Williams only weighs 225 pounds.
That's not Rudy. Quentin Williams weighs more than 225
maybe he runs around
pounds.
like he weighs 225 pounds. He might run around like he weighs that much.
Oh. I thought somebody interrupted us. Mike, is that you?
Yeah, it's still me.
225?
No, I didn't say that. That's what I thought you said. I was like, no, he's not 225.
I thought I heard somebody say that. I didn't say that.
I didn't say it either. I heard
you didn't say it. I thought that was somebody else. It sounds like a resident Ram fan interrupting. I think that was Rudy. I don't know how he did that. I didn't say 225. Quentin Williams weighs nearly 300 pounds.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you see how, but look at this. Imagine this line right here. You got DeForest Buckner on one side. And
Rams fans, get the fuck out.
Yeah. Go
and then you got Solomon. So you got
that was Tyler, I think. Hey guys, let Mike finish. Go ahead.
So who do I have on the outside there? Who do we got? DeForest Buckner, and then you got Solomon Thomas, Quentin Williams, and D Ford.
Look
at that middle with Solomon Thomas and Quentin Williams in there, and D Ford and DeForest Buckner on the outside.
You're gonna put Buckner on the outside?
Monstrous. Yeah.
DeForest
Buckner and
you can actually shift these guys around, and I would like to see what Buckner looks like coming off the edge, actually.
And then you got Juwan Alexander coming into the mix as well.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't even talk about the linebackers yet.
and then now, but that's why I think we should only go with Williams or Josh Allen, and if not, then trade back. Because if you look at, and I sent you a link for that too, if you look at the past drafts, if you look at the first 3 picks, and then you look at the rest of the picks, how many better players, Pro Bowl players, Hall of Fame players that are picked after the first 3 picks, because everyone's after the hype, and these teams are getting, they fall into the pressure from their fans and everything else. Oh, hey, if they don't pick this, they're dumb. They don't know what they're doing.
I really don't think
they all fall for it.
But I don't think the front office really, unless the guys, especially the front office we got now, they've got their own guys analyzing things and figuring things out, who fits where, which is why we probably got Quan Alexander, because they know exactly what his role is going to be, how it's going to play out, and all of those kind of things. So, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So whoever they pick that night, they will have carefully thought about it. That's why I trust these guys, because these are football guys up there now. We look at Mayhew, Peters, Lynch, and Shanahan. Oh, man, these guys know what they're doing. So I'm just watching.
If you got time real quick for me,
about 40 seconds. Go ahead.
All right, Nick Bosa, you're talking about his pedigree. He's been training since he was 10, 11.
Yeah.
Yes, that kid was brought up in money and this and everything else, and was trained and got good training, but he's not hungry.
You don't think so?
He didn't. No, he's not hungry the way Josh Allen or Quentin Williams is hungry. They didn't grow up easy like them. They didn't grow up. They didn't grow up like me. They didn't grow up the way I did. I didn't grow up easy. When you're hungry, you gotta work hard and fight for it.
I think it might be a little unfair, because just because a guy grows up and he doesn't have to suffer doesn't mean that he doesn't have an appetite for fame. And I think that comes down to your heart.
Look at his combine interview. I sent you that too. Look at his demeanor, the way he acts.
I've answered that. People keep talking about that. Joey and Nick both talk the same way. They're strictly business. Nick's sitting there saying, "I'd like to be out there with my agent is telling me."
He sounds like Eli Manning on Monday morning after a loss, trying to explain what happened. That's exactly who he sounds like when he's talking.
Mike, if you're in this business where you just want you to know, if you're in a business where there's millions of dollars involved, you've got your people in your ear. It's like his family's telling him, do like they tell you to do. Even if Nick says, "Oh, come on, man, let me do this." The guy's going to say, "Nick, there's no need in you doing this." And by the way, Nick is not the only guy that's skipping out on things. I mean,
let me
just finish this one thing before you say.
I don't care about that.
Let me just say one more thing.
About that.
No, I'm just talking about an attitude, because what you're talking about is an attitude. And what I'm saying is Kyler Murray strolled around there like a pimp, And he knows he's a number one. Now, if you want to talk about a guy that may have an air, there's the guy. Because he knows he's going number one. I don't think that's in the Bosa guy. I think he wants to be better than his brother, if you want to know the truth. And he said that. He said, I beat my brother this. I beat my brother doing that. I didn't beat him here. Nick wants to beat Joey. And maybe, but listen, I tell you what, Mike, if Nick beats Joey, we got a Pro Bowler on our hands. That's all I'm going to say on that.
Yeah, but if we don't, if we don't, then, I'm telling you, I guarantee you this, Nick Bosa won't be a 49er.
Yeah, well, maybe not. But that can be said about anybody we draft. It's
but
always a shot in the dark.
If I'm wrong, I'm gonna eat huge plates of crow on your show. I'll figure out how to do the damn video thing, and whatever you want to do, make fun of me. You can do all that.
We're all family here. We got to have this conversation. It's almost draft night.
Oh, you can't hurt my feelings. You can, I'm going to dish it out, so I'm going to take it. You're not going to hurt my feelings, man.
It's okay,
but I'm telling you this, Nick Bosa ain't going to be there.
All right.
He ain't coming.
We'll see who gets bragging rights that night. All right. We got to go, Mike. I'll see you Friday.
All right, man.
All right. Have a good night.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Thanks. I like this part of the year so much because there's a lot at stake here. You go ahead and you put your rep on there. Because what you're talking about. I be saying the same thing, and then that night, whoever wins. But to see that, the thing is, it has a prolonged effect because it could go into weeks, months, week 5, week 6 of the season. Fun. Victor Rojas. Today's my 26th birthday. Can I get some love? Victor, you can, man. Wait, let me do it. Wait. Nick C. would love Bosa and Thompson. Paul Salving says, I'm with you, Ronbo. Gotta be Nicky B. The Dark Horse on 2 wheels on 2 wheels. Not once, but twice. Question. Did you check out Taylor Rapp? I knew about Taylor Rapp. Taylor Rapp is a hammer. Hammer! Hey, Settle Pod Studios. Is that right? Settle Pod Studios. If Bosa goes first, get Josh Allen, move Solly to the interior, and then we have D Ford and Eric on edge, and D Ford and Solly, or DJ Jones on the interior, and Josh Allen at the Sam. If there's anything, we would draft Josh Allen, he'd be the versatile guy, though. I could put him at the Sam. Something happens to D, you can move him up. Then now you got to say, Malcolm Smith, man. We got Inzilcha. We got Josh. I guess you know what that means, don't you? Don't worry about cleaning out your locker. We got your stuff packed up and setting out in the front lobby. Best of luck. Oh, no, I did it again. Why is this always in my way? I got to stop swinging. Okay, I'm okay. Best of luck to you. Wait, let me make a mic adjustment. You know how I do, man. I be getting all crazy. I get throwing things around here. What I need is like a WWE mat so I can work. I know you can't hear me. Yeah, you can. As loud as I am, oh, nobody's louder than me. Uh-oh, don't tell me it's broke all the way. I'm going to give you a mic that sits on the table. This is why I can swing around. I got to be careful about that. And you know how hard it is to be careful? My God. Okay, it's all the way broke now. All right. Let's see what we're going to do. Anyway, I'll just keep yelling. What I'm thinking, all right, Vic, you know what? I should do happy birthday now. Let me check down here. We already did that. We just got to get Nick. Okay. Are we good? Okay, good. Okay. Hey, for Victor's birthday. Happy. I should have brought my beverage. Happy birthday, dear Victor. Happy Niners birthday, Victor. Happy Niners birthday, Victor Rojas. You see me rhyming in there like that? Victor, happy birthday, man. All right. And now let's go check out and see. Hey, Bill. deal. You know what I haven't mentioned tonight, though? Robbie Gould is yet to sign his tender that would pay him $4.97 million for next season. He is not obligated to participate in the offseason program, as his pay does not go into effect until week 1. His previous contract with the team was a 2-year, $4 million agreement. Robbie's making all that and some for 1 season. And according to John Lynch, he says we worked really hard to get a deal done. That didn't happen, and so I think we understand that, and we move forward accordingly. It remains to be seen if Gould report to the facility for any of the offseason program or training camp. And Lynch is leaving the possibility open of working out a multi-year deal. And he says that's not dead either. So I think the franchise gives you some flexibility and that the player is a part of you, but we're still trying to figure it out. And we'll probably take another go at trying to figure this out. It takes everyone wanting to do that. And we'll see if that's a reality or not. You know, and somebody on Twitter, when I put that up earlier, somebody on Twitter said, let him go home. Gostkowski's still out there. No, he's not. I understand the Patriots are working out a deal with him right now. Robbie, man, come on, man. Chicago ain't going nowhere. Fangio left. Your defense is going to be so-so. I mean, come on, man. God. Hey, is Bill on the phone? Hey, Bill, you there? Yo, Bill. Bill. Hey! Is Bill, are you there? Who is that? I hear some activity in the background. Who could it be? Is Bill washing dishes? You know what? Let's get on over to get them words of wisdom from James. And James, come on in, James.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
James, as you know, you know how you always sign off. People were like, you ruined people's day by not going out like you always do. James, what'd you do, man? You forgot to say.
I did last night. It's something with your audio. I did, and then I waited a minute, and I heard you talking about it. Like, James, what happened to your ending of your segment, man?
Yeah.
A little Empire 9 of Polite.
You're right.
So I said it again. I don't think you heard me, but I did say it. I did say it before I left.
You know, we were having some tech issues yesterday. As you know, the show shut down yesterday all of a sudden. I meant to explain that to you. The show shut down yesterday. We don't know what happened. And somebody said it shut down and popped back to the beginning. Okay, so hopefully that didn't happen today. Yeah.
It did that. It did that when you first came on last night. And then after I had my segment with you, I tried to end my ending show reporter. And you said, well, James, what happened? You know, take us out. And I'm like, well, he didn't hear me. But anyway, we're here tonight.
Yeah. And I believe Rudy's behind it. But anyway, we'll investigate that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the poor fella, he's running up the I-5 in a pair of ladies' panties with pink cowboy boots on, trying to burn his little Ram shirt. So, hey, what are you going to do? I mean, that's what happens when your team scores 30-something points all year and gets to the Super Bowl and only come up with a field goal. Yeah, but anyway, here we are tonight, and I want to tell you something, man. I really enjoyed that segment you had with the last caller, that guy Mike from Arizona, because he said some real things. And I tell you one thing that I've noticed that I've heard two different sports writers that have said this about if the Niners draft Bosa, then that means when Bosa comes on the field, D Ford's got to sit. And they're paying Ford $17.5 million, $17,500,000 a year in that contract. So if he's got to come off the field and Bosa's got to come out there and play, it's like, these guys are saying that it won't really happen. I've kind of looked at football enough to believe and trust my instinct that our pressing need right now is a good outside linebacker. We got the stack linebacker in Quan Alexander. They signed the player, David Mayo from the Carolina Panthers, who's a great depth linebacker to have on your squad that you could really kind of plug in and play for half a game or in the rotation and all that. But I'm just sticking with my guns here. I think that Allen is exactly what we need. It's like we already got the engine for the car on the defense, but we need that transmission. And that transmission to me, believe it or not, is Josh Allen, because I am starting to believe the simple things that Nick Bosa does. I mean, he's an edge rusher, exceptionally talented, but he's limited to what he can do. Because the only thing he's really good at is coming off the edge. And a quarterback that can sit there and say, okay, when he's coming, I'm getting the ball out as quick as possible. I don't want this guy to sack me. I'm not going to let him get to me. And he has that. Listen, I don't knock no player with talent. When I see a good player, I have to admit it. And like I said, I don't care whatever decision they make in the draft. I got to live with it because I'm part of the empire, and I'm going to continue to be as long as God allows me to live. But it's just this guy's demeanor to me at times is not. It's not something real. I mean, even at that combine, they're running around in gym shorts. They don't care about that combine because really a lot of it is nothing but it's sports entertainment on television. Because some of those measurables, yeah, it is. Some of those measurables that the people have that get all the big stats, like, wow, look what he did in the combine, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you something. It's them players that went to the combine that really didn't have great running stats, didn't have great vertical, didn't do the 3-cone drill that great, didn't do the sideline to sideline that great. And they wind up somewhere in the NFL in years to come being a Hall of Famers, probably. Okay? That's exactly what you get from the people that don't have the greatest measurables, the greatest times of running the 40, and all those things. They turn out to be exceptionally good. It's a statistic in the NFL that shows that. And to me, like I said, I'm just, to me, I just feel that signing Alexander with an torn ACL, knowing that we're solid in the middle with Warner, but at the same time, there's a player by the name of Malcolm Smith that if I had a choice between him and Jimmy Ward to leave within the next 10 minutes, I would still go with Malcolm. Yeah. Just to leave Santa Clara. Take his gate card where he can't get into the facility. Yeah. Understand? And change the codes on that gate card when he drives. Hey, man, security, I can't get in. Security looking at him like, yeah, turn around, man. They done took your name off the list. What? Yeah, you Malcolm Smith, ain't you? Yeah, man, you know me all the times I done did. I can't let you in, man. I'm sorry.
James, that's cold.
This is what I exactly see.
I mean, you got to tell Malcolm before he brings in and embarrass himself at the front gate.
Well, I mean, you already kind of silently telling them if that key card ain't working for the entry into the facility where they park their cars. That's basically where that's the beginning of it right there. You're telling them in so many words that, you're not a part of this team anymore. And I can tell you like this. They already said that to him, okay? They already said it in Morse code, okay? Because why? They want you to take a contract readjustment, a decrease in salary.
And time. You get 1 year to give us a reason why we need to keep you. Yeah.
You had a 4-year contract. This is just that whole other 2 years has been put into another contract that's only like a 1-year show me deal that's not for a lot of money, that if some other teams come about and say, wait, that's what they're giving Malcolm Smith? Look, we'll give you another $1 million more than they're giving you. And he could have had the opportunity to leave if that would have came up. But it didn't come up. But here's what I can tell you. I do believe, I'm saying to myself, I agree with that caller, Mike.
I knew you did, James. You and Mike. I tell you what, you would have been banging up on my boy Joey and Nikki B. Mrs. Bosa is not happy with y'all.
It don't matter, man. They got, they got these mindsets, and it's even been said about nothing for nothing, Josh Rosen, that he didn't have the hunger to really be in the NFL because he came from one of those families where he's born with a
Joey
golden
came from
spoon.
that same family. That's not that argument doesn't work on me. But by the way, James, I don't want to slow your roll, but we got to go. Yeah. And you made a good point.
Okay,
the time just ran out.
Okay, man. It's just it's just that way. I mean, it's that simple. It's like there's no reason for me to go any other way because we have in picking Josh Allen, that defense is going to go, man. I think with Nick Bosa, I don't understand how they can take D Ford off the field or let Bosa come on.
It's a good problem to have. I'm sure the 49ers really appreciate having it. But, James, we're going to get into it, and they'll probably schematically line that up for people a little later on. They're going to try to probably push Nick over to the big end anyway. But, James, that's only in certain downs. Nick maybe have to pay a little dues for a while.
Push to the big end of the East Coast with the New York Jets.
I want Nick.
That's a nice push. Okay.
But I like your argument, though, and it makes a lot of sense. If we pick him up, I ain't going to be mad about it. I ain't.
I won't be mad about it, but to me, Allen is still my preference, and we do have a preference.
All right, James. Listen,
when you think about it, man. All right,
we got to go. But don't miss it tonight. All right, we listen.
No, I won't. Niner Empire, Niner for life. Thank you for your time. Have a great evening. Thank you for all this, Ronbo.
Thank you, James. Appreciate you, fam. Talk to you Friday.
All right. Be blessed. Okay.
Well, there it is. Another strong argument against the Bosa boy versus Josh Allen. Justin, did Justin just pass gas or is he snoring?
Justin! Am I on?
The mic's on. Justin, are you okay? You've got to drink more water. Help with that digestion.
I was actually, if anybody's in college, they know the struggle. I'm actually doing that.
I know. No, really, I think it's unfair to pick. You can't pick on a guy because he didn't grow up having a struggle. And maybe he had every bit the drive that anybody else has. I don't know that he can use that. Otherwise, he wouldn't be in the position he's in now. I think he's been working for perfection ever since he was a little kid. It's within you. It doesn't necessarily. You don't necessarily link it to how much money your family has. But come back. Hey, but Justin, it's your time. What are you thinking on these matters?
Are we talking about Bosa? Or are we talking about the Golden not signing his contract?
No, people's just. I'm talking about the defensive line, the prowess, the potential. What kind of damage can this defensive line do? And Justin, I got to tell you this real quickly. What I like is everybody thinks that the sexiest part of this team is going to be the offensive attack due to the fact that Kyle Shanahan is one of the best X's O's man in history. Now, all of a sudden you start thinking about it. Look at that defense, though. You put that kind of defense behind Kyle Shanahan, like I tweeted today. Put the NFL on notice. The Lombardi's about to come back home.
Yeah. Basically, I do think that the defense is probably going to be really good because last year we struggled
badly.
Getting turnovers like crazy. We only got 6, I think.
Oh, God. We were the worst.
6. I think 6 turnovers all year. And
was it 6? Because I think we only had 4.
I thought it was 6.
Well, maybe. I could be wrong.
Because
I know
we got 3 against the Raiders.
Oh, that's right. Now we got all our. But I knew it was single digits, so we did no double digits. But go ahead.
I just think we need more developed. I think we need more to better strategize on developing players because these last 2 years they have not developed well. I just don't know. I know that we fired our entire training staff, health staff, because our injuries have been piling up like crazy for these past 3 years. I think 3 years.
Yeah, since 2014.
We've had 23 on injured reserve last year. Another year 24. It's just so. I think that and then Jimmy Ward, he needs to work on tackling because he just throws yeah. If you pay attention to how he tackles, it's what the
Jimmy. He's gonna get hurt again too. Maybe the coach is gonna notice that and say, Jimmy, you know what? You need to use more shoulder. Get your arms. You're coming in arms first. They're gonna break your arm every year. You got to get in there and throw some shoulder into it. Get more leg action in there. Drive, Jimmy. Drive. Stop trying to grab dudes.
That's how Tariq hurt his shoulder. That's how Tariq hurt his shoulder. He freaking lowered his shoulder against Ebron and then hurt his shoulder.
Yeah, now Tark's another story. He breaks his arm and his shoulder. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Does it have something to do with Alabama? Look at Ruben. Ruben survived his own hits, but he was still laying down and making trips with the blue tent all the time. You know, I said, man, come on now.
I'm starting to think that Alabama's cursed because every player that has been drafted from Alabama either has behavioral problems or doesn't do well, does not do well.
Well,
and everybody wants us to draft Williams. And I'm over like, y'all see what we just went through, right?
No. I'm hoping your theory is not true. Because we're going to get Alabama's got a great program. I like their players, but the thing is, we keep getting bad luck with the guys we get. I mean, Ruben had problems and mental problems as well, so it's kind of scary.
Yeah, so I think that our defense is going to improve from last year, but one thing I think we need to work on is our free safety position. And
yeah.
I don't know if we're gonna do corners because I don't know. I think Barrett and Sherman should be fine. Just free safety should be worked on, and that one position that's like a question mark to me is still the punter position because Justin Vogel averaged 41.6, worse than Pinion last time he punted.
I think he's a camp dude. We had yesterday. I think we had Stevie actually drafted a punter in the 6th round. 49ers might want to think about doing that too. Yeah, Vogel is not the answer, is he?
I'm looking at that punter from Notre Dame. He benched 40 reps or something? I forgot. What? I saw on the combine.
Wait a minute, I remember I saw something about that. A kicker. He's a punter. Okay.
Oh, he's a punter. There you go.
No, I don't know.
So
I heard about something. Go ahead.
I was looking at that. I'm like, well, shoot, if he has that much arm strength, we need that.
You know, why would a kick? I do remember seeing a clip on him. Why would a kicker work on his upper body that strong? You could use it for a runner on occasion. You know, instead of he goes to punt the ball, all of a sudden he breaks off into a sprint. I don't know. That's kind of weird.
But I'm saying you saw it with the New Orleans Saints. They used the receiver. They used their the quarterback.
Yeah, I know, right?
7 as a receiver all the time.
Yeah, the Rams tried to pull that too. So you know.
Yeah, and that didn't work out too well for them.
No, 3 points. Hey, Rudy, 3 points.
Yeah,
that's it. Super Bowl, biggest stage on the world. 3 points. Okay, go ahead, Justin. I like to take shots.
Yeah,
at the Rams.
so I just think we need to and we need to I gotta ask you, Robo, because I'm questioning the offense that we're running because are we running like a West Coast? Are we running because sometimes it confuses me because most of the time we do running plays all the time, and I'm like if I notice most likely. Yeah, on third down, maybe on 4, where we do a running play. I'm like, okay, y'all can throw it sometimes.
No. Kyle likes everything bases off his play action, and the run is essentially the thing. There's concepts of the West Coast offense, and of course, because Kyle's favorite coach of all time is Bill Walsh. But the thing is, he's still going to make it his, right? So Kyle he's actually modified it. To his liking and to his way of thinking. So you get concepts of the West Coast offense, but Kyle hates to be in third down. Now, this I know. He will pass on first down in a heartbeat. And like you're saying, in third down, he may run the thing. He doesn't like to be in third down situations. And this year, now that he's got the guy that he had planned on having last year, along with Tevin Coleman, the 49ers are going to do everything they can to avoid that third down situation. You're probably going to see a little more complexity, a little more diversity added to that playbook now because you have all the elements it takes to actually execute like Kyle Shanahan wants to do. So you'll see something different. That's much different than you just seen from last year. Much different.
Yeah. Well, yeah. At least I want to see Garoppolo throw to at least someone other than Kittle, you know what I mean? And someone other than Pettis. I understand.
I guarantee it.
I understand they make big plays, but like, what's his name? I don't want to bring up his name because I still hate the guy, Tom Brady. He throws to like 8 different receivers.
Listen, here's the thing.
It's like and these receivers get these big contracts because they make plays, but like,
it's true.
like
you're gonna get tired.
So like,
you're gonna get tired of watching McKinnon catching balls this year. That's why Kyle's system was broken down last year, because he had it all designed, and all of a sudden, Kinnon comes up lame. He's, oh my God, I gotta rewrite the whole damn thing, And it's about 1 week before we get ready to play the Vikings. So you're gonna see this year, you're gonna see a lot of backfield. You're gonna see McKinnon coming out, lining up in different positions around the field. You see, it was a broken system last year that he tried his best to bandage up and go. But when you've been preparing for months, and all of a sudden your key figure goes down, it's going to make a difference, right? So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, don't worry about George Kittle getting worked to death this year. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like I understand we're like worried about the first round pick. I understand that, but what I'm worried about is the last 5 picks. That's the last thing I'm worried about.
I know, right? That's why they do their best work, Justin.
We get Bosa.
But Justin, we got to stop here, though. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What are you saying about Bosa?
I'm just worried about our last 5 picks. I understand we're going to get Bosa so bad. Like, I understand the last 5 picks are like really crucial because
that's where they do their best work, though, Justin. You notice that? I mean, you look at George Kittle, Fred Warner. We can look forward to Dante Pettis to some degree. Well, they traded up for him, but still, they know what they're doing in later rounds. Maybe do the best work in later rounds, actually. Justin, we really got to go.
I'm just hoping we make the best decision. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they will.
Yes, sir.
All right, fam. See you Friday, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Hey, and the rightful one says, hey, thanks, fam. He said, what's good? I'm a lifelong Buckeye and Niner fan from Ohio. Bosa is a game changer. Now, see, I'm not the one who needs convincing. There's some people, for some reason, because his name gets called too much, think he's overhyped. I'm watching him play. He says, when he got injured, our entire defense took a hit. And look at the numbers. Joey was a dog. Nick is a lion. And I'm hearing this over and over. This is why I'm saying, I'm looking at Joey, and I didn't expect him to look like he did with the Chargers. Joey's just ridiculous. And then somebody says, you think he's good? His brother's better. Come on, man. You guys are exaggerating. I want to see this. Let's get. Okay. Hey, Richie Wright says my birthday's tomorrow. Can I get it? Richie, okay. Hold on, Richie. I can't believe people enjoy that awful singing. The neighbors have called the police on me several times because I do that in the shower, too. They thought somebody was trying to break in. Dogs barking. Ronbo Raiders money. He says, I predict Solomon, Bethard, Witherspoon, and Big Show will be gone by mid-season. he's Big Show, we're not trading Big Show. Rombo's Raiders money. Big Show we got a long contract with him. Alonzo Westbrooks, hey, we love you for what you do for us. Continue to keep the 49er Empire on top. Thank you, Alonzo! Kenny, question says, do you think Lynch saying we take the BPA as a smokescreen? Yeah. Here's the thing I don't understand. There is no reason for the 49ers to play these little games when you have the number 2 pick. I always wonder, I guess it's just to keep your game playing skills polished. I mean, you got the number 2 pick. Just like Kingsbury over in Arizona. We're not taking everything's on the table. Cliff. Okay, what are you gonna trade? You want that? You want Murray more than? I mean, come on, stop clowning. So anyway, it's just a matter of keeping everybody off there. Downey Montana, 49 hitter says, "What's up? Checking from the 818 Niners." Okay, Richie Wright, man. Let me go ahead and wish you a happy birthday, man. We should come out tomorrow just for Richie Wright's birthday. Happy Niners birthday to Richie. Happy Niners birthday to Richie. Happy Niners birthday to Richie. Hey, Richie, happy birthday, man. Let me go here. Let me check out. I got Daryl on the phone. Daryl, come on in, brah. Daryl.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
I said, that's why people be asking me to sing happy birthday. I'd be worried if I'm scaring people to death on the phone. Because people got if the phone is open, if they have children or pets or something like that, running through the house scared. Daryl, what's up, man?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Long time no call, man.
What you been up to?
Not a whole lot. Just was kind of. It was a Debbie Downer to lose Garoppolo in week 3.
I know, man. You heard about Jed York punching his wall. But Jed says, I got plenty of money I can pay for this wall, but I can't pay for Jimmy G. Jesus Christ. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Bosa guy, man. But I don't know. I find it hard to believe that the Cardinals are going to pick Kyler Murray. I know a lot of people think that, but I mean,
well, just because it's Cliff Kingsbury and if Daryl, I'm looking at just to add this logic to what you're thinking though. If you're Kingsbury versus the coach, what's his name? I forget his name, but anyway, the GM. If Cliff comes in and says, we could do things with Kyler Murray, yeah, but I just picked up Josh last year. Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean, I could do it. I'll do the best I can with Josh, but I'm just saying, if you want to implement the program and maybe get it off to a fast start, I just would recommend we pick up Kyler. So, if I'm the GM, now I feel like I've been put on the spot because if next year we don't do well, it goes back to me that I told Cliff that you're going to work with Josh, and he told me he needed Kyler. Meanwhile, Kyler goes to another team, and for reasons that can't be believed, he kicks ass. And there's the GM over in Arizona saying, Jesus Christ, damn it. And it's too late. So,
Yeah.
That's why I'm thinking it's probably going to be the case. But you never know. Maybe they go ahead and pick up Quinnen Williams because that's where they need the most help as well. So.
Yeah, because they run a 3-4, don't they?
Yeah. They run a 3-4. So they can use either Josh. They can use Josh or Quinnen. Nick is a 4-3 hand in the dirt dude. He can play the 3-4, but he probably won't be better than Allen. Coming from a distance, Allen got the advantage actually with that speed, like Alden Smith did, because now he can make a bigger circle and get in there faster. Nick's that guy who just kicks the offensive lineman's ass and goes right past him. So that's the difference. That's why I want Nick for this particular defense.
Yeah, I don't think we should graft Quinnen Williams, though, man. If Solomon T's finally going to play where he's supposed to play, and, you got to take the best player available, and Bosa's going to be the best player available. Kyler goes number 1.
I know. I already know. I'm trying to pre-order my Nick Bosa jersey now. They won't tell me what the number is.
Yeah.
Woo!
Don't we all just do that, man? We get the whoever they draft in the first round or whatever, whoever they get, you get the jersey. I did that many a time.
I mean, I even with Jimmy G, I got 29,000 Jimmy G jerseys, and Jimmy goes down in week 3. I'm just wearing his clothes now for no real reason. It hurts. So, you got to worry about that. God. And did you buy a Reuben Foster jersey?
No, I did not. Actually, thank God.
You want to buy one?
Oh, my God.
I did. God. Hey, but Quan Alexander might get his. That same number, 56. So.
Yeah.
No, go ahead, Daryl. What else?
Yeah, I don't think we should trade back in the draft, though, dude. There's no way.
Not this year. We did that already.
Nah.
Well, we traded up actually, didn't we?
Yeah, to get Pettis, right?
Yeah, and we traded back the first year. Only one step though. You know what? I don't want to drop too far down in that first round. I want the highest quality pick we can get in the first round. You want to trade down? Do it in the second round. If you insist on doing that,
Yeah.
Or use the second to get back in the first.
Who's the wide receiver you like this year besides DK?
the more I keep, I mean, it's funny you asked that. I've been looking at film between, and actually DK, I realize he's not going to work for us. Paris Campbell, Debo Samuel, and N'Keal Harry. I got a feeling one of those three guys could really help us.
Yeah. Harry's what, like 6'3", 6'4"?
Yeah, he's somewhere between 6'3" and 6'4", yeah. And the guy's a mule.
You know what he
Dude is
ran at the
strong.
combine?
He was pretty fast. I think he's at a 4. I think he was
Like
better than 4.5.
4.5?
Yeah, he was pretty.
okay.
He's got good speed.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, I kind of missed out on the combine because I went over to my buddy's house and I tried to record it.
yeah.
And what it recorded was the the recap of it all. I didn't get to see like the actual.
You know what?
40 and all that
You can
stuff.
probably YouTube it by now, though. So you can check that out.
Yeah.
Hey, Daryl, I tell you what, man, it's good to hear from you again. We're going to go, and I look for you Friday if you got some chance to see you to hook back up, because now you know that Jimmy G's back. We're going to be okay.
Yeah. All right, Ronbo, take it easy.
You too,
Niner
fam.
Empire, Niner for life, just like James.
Hey, like James says. All right. Night, Daryl.
All right, take it easy.
Oh, God. Hey, twin. What? There's a truck rolling, too. Ain't talked to twin and God knows when. See what I did there? Ain't talked to twin since God knows when. Twin.
What's happening, Mike? What is it?
Oh, man, twin. Well, the team is coming together, man. They're assembling a bunch of... We look like the Avengers out there, or the Justice League already. We need one more dude, and, man, this team, that defense... We're all thinking about the offense. The defense is starting to look deadly. Deadly.
That's what I've been saying, man. Dito.
Don't let us get a safety. If they pick Nasser Adderley somehow, or one of them other dudes, like they got Juan Thornhill, ooh, hold on, wait in, twin. Oh.
Yeah, I do, man. I do. It's going to be real tenacious, man. We're stepping up, and we're going to grab Bosa unless Arizona gets him. But, yeah, we need that. Everybody's talking about D4 is going to be enough, man. That ain't going to be just enough. Just one dude coming on the edge. We need that other edge.
Yeah, you don't want one anyway.
Buck up the middle.
Yeah, you don't want just one anyway. What if D4 gets hurt?
Yeah, don't get complacent with just, we got forward, our edge is going to be cool. No, let's get one edge and put one on the other and then have Buckner up the middle, man.
Yeah.
And then we can get some more linebackers.
I like that a lot.
That's how I was thinking. But the moves they made, man, it was good moves. I like that with that D4. That shocked me because I was looking at Ford in Houston. And they end up getting Ford, and I think he's the better one anyway. Ford in Houston, I think Ford's more elite.
And Ford's younger, too.
Right.
And how many sacks? Didn't he lead the league in stripping people? I mean, Ford goes and beat that quarterback up, rip the ball out of his hands, break his heart, and when he walk away, get your butt up and do it again.
And then Quan, if he can stay healthy, he's quick. That boy quick.
I know, right? God, these moves.
Yeah. So I'm just ready for the draft, man, so we can stop Allen, Williams, Bosa. You know what I mean? Like, let's just get Bosa and let's go.
You know?
So,
it's going to be – that's why I like the problem of worrying about some of the other guys getting snaps. You know, Solomon Thomas better do well
like
this year.
everybody's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Everybody's going to get their snaps. You know what I mean? Like, we got people on the line. We got enough linemen. We don't need no more linemen. So we got Streets. Y'all forgot about Julian Taylor.
I remember
Sheldon
him.
Day. All them as animals, bro.
Contavious Street. Man, I want to see what Street can do, man, because all that strength.
We got enough linemen. Let's get that edge, man, and get a secondary corner, maybe a safety. And so, like, we're going to be all right, man. Our defense, that's where we always have problems, the defense, man.
Yeah.
Like, we've been scoring points. I was watching that Minnesota game. We could have won that game, but Garcon was dropping. Dante dropped 2 balls. Wide open, right in hands. Like,
You're
you know
Garcon. Touchdown.
We'd have smacked them and Green Bay. We'd have won that Green Bay game if we had defense. Like, come on, like,
That's what we need help on,
Jimmy
man.
Ward went down in that game. Remember
We're going to be better no matter what. Who we get? We get Bosa, Allen Williams, whoever we get, we're going to be lower than what we was last year. And that's all that matters. So,
yep.
That's what I'm just ready. Like,
that's why the 49ers are putting depth
real,
together
man,
this year.
excited
Ain't going to be
for
no
this
sorry
season.
individual sitting on the bench. You come into play, you go help us. That's the way that works.
Right, and we ain't paying you all that money just to be looking cute in the uniform either. We want some real nasty players that's going to get up to the quarterback.
Malcolm Smith.
Yeah.
Malcolm's got, you know what? The 49ers re-signed Malcolm Smith, I think, just to be nice. I don't believe he makes it out of the 93. Come on, Twin, would you? I got other
I think they just signed him for like depth.
No.
Maybe just for the run stopping ability, not for coverage, but he do be stopping it. He be on the run, though, but as far as coverage, he be getting toasted.
Oh, badly.
And that's why I think they got
famous
Quan
hamstring.
to play that nickel. Play that nickel with Quan. And Warner play that nickel on the third down and then put D Ford on one edge and put Bosa on the other edge. And it's a wrap on them.
the pressure would be unbelievable.
It's a taco wrap. It's a burrito wrap.
Throw some hot sauce in there. Put some put some jalapenos in there too with Bosa coming up the middle. Yeah. Pack it in there tight.
Yeah, now, you know what I did? I put them on the game on the Madden. I put D Ford. I traded for D Ford and Klein. I played Seattle. That boy hit what's that boy name? Russell Wilson so hard he almost did a backflip in the air. I was like, I like that. Everything. That boy Wilson. You know, we never could catch Wilson. That boy Klein caught that fool on the game. I was like, hell yeah, that's what we needed. Like, yeah.
Hey. Quan's got running back speed because he once was a running back. Yeah. That's why I love the speed they're putting together to go run after Little Russie and bury his butt.
Little Russie.
Ooh, I'm so tired of him. You know, go have Sarah up in the steps. Oh Lord, don't please don't hurt him. You know.
Well, you're a fool. I'm gonna get off here though, man. Let's go ahead and get talking to you, man. I'll still be on the YouTube watching all the shows and stuff, the GM shows and all that. And I like Mel said, I'm tired of everybody crying over OBJ and Antonio Brown. Get over it.
Yeah, I know. It's
ain't never paid no 50, 80 million to no wide receiver. Gary Rice didn't even get no damn 80 million. So we ain't paying
that's the gospel truth, ain't it?
Even if we tried to, he didn't want to come to us. So that's what it is. Like, forget OBJ. Shit. He didn't want to come to us, then let him go. Shit.
Yeah. All right, Twin. Hey, Twin, good to hear from you, man. You know, are you in the rig right now?
Yeah, I'm going to come back there, man.
All right.
Yeah, getting my money on, man, trying to get to this summer, man. You know, I'm going to be at the game, one of those games. I want it to be a Monday night when I fly out.
All right.
I'm moving to Utah and shit. So,
I'd be looking
forward to it. Y'all stay up, man. Quit crying over OBJ and Odell. I don't want to hear that tonight. Nobody crying. No tears. Wipe your tears away. Bye.
Okay. All right, Twin. Have a good night, fam. Yeah, it's Twin rolling down the road. Let's see. Okay, you're going on the phone. Hello. Actually, somebody called in yesterday. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Hey, well, you know what? We forgot to record your name. You call. What is your name?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, let me put my headphones in. It's Jabari.
Oh, hey, you say Tavarius?
Hold on, I just came right now. Can you repeat that again?
No. What is your name?
Oh, Jabari.
Jabari, right? Jabari.
Yeah,
Jabbari. Jabari. That's right. I said, you know what?
1B.
Because I'm 1B.
That's good.
Jabari. You know, because somebody, my phone answering folks are saying, he called yesterday. Who? It's Jabari.
Yeah.
Jabari's been around with us for a long time. We've actually raised Jabari, who's now. Jabari, did you say you're 16 or 17?
17.
Yeah. Jabari's been calling us since he's like 13 or 14, right? So, yeah. Hey, Jabari, man, we're talking about the defense we're building right now. A team of assassins. These guys will go out and take Johnny Depp on in his next movie and beat his butt while he's sailing around on the ocean. Hey, what's the name of those Johnny Depp movies? Was that, what was the name of that silly series?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean. We got guys to take that ship down now, Jack. Our guys are looking tough, rugged, scary. I just hadn't thought about it until he mentioned it today. And I was reading around. I said, you know what? That defense is shaping up.
But yeah, it's looking great, man. Just need like better corners, man. Just need a couple corners.
Maybe if they could stay healthy, we'll be fine with Verrett and Sherman. It can't get much better than that.
That's true. Verrett, he's a steal.
Yeah, the safety's a concern.
For sure.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And I think we should get a linebacker. I think we should still get a linebacker in the draft.
You know what? They'll probably know of one, like in the 3rd or 4th round, maybe, because we don't have a 5th round pick. Watch them pull some kid in the 4th round that nobody's going to think of, and he's going to come in and be just an animal. Maybe. If they can get somebody to take Malcolm Smith's job, other than Josh Allen, if we can't get him, you know.
I feel like if Malcolm Smith stays healthy, he's going to be the MVP he was in the Super Bowl. I was there actually when he tore. I was at the training camp when he actually
tore his chest.
Yeah. Oh, that's that place. I was like, who's that? I didn't even notice the show. Like,
Smith. No, he can play. He can stop the run. Malcolm Smith on the ball. He's just awesome. Put him at the weeks. Put him at the will. Yeah. Not bad. Just don't pass on him.
Yeah.
And we're okay.
I thought he was a good cover linebacker.
Oh, the worst.
That is good for coverage.
The reason why the Raiders got killed when he was over there is because they were always throwing over Malcolm. So if you want to stop the run, don't run on Malcolm Smith when he's healthy. But if you want to pass, you can pass all day on Malcolm. That's the thing. So
Yeah, I mean, I think a big pick we got was Quan Alexander. I mean, he's the same age as Ruben Foster, I think. Isn't he the same age?
Yeah, because he's only 24. Yeah.
Ruben Foster's 24.
Yeah.
And he's like 26, I think.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, Ruben's but Ruben's got problems with the ladies, and we didn't know that up until this last season. So if Ruben doesn't know how to screen out his ladies and stick to the ones that are going to support him instead of bring him down and call the police every time he forgets. I mean, you forget to empty the garbage, he calls the police, So, he's got to make some decisions.
But hopefully, actually, I feel like Ruben Foster's going to be a stud. He's going to be great.
I know, that's what bothers me. He can play ball.
Yeah, it's going to hurt me hard. Yeah,
what if he goes to Washington and looks good, Jabari?
Yeah. How long he get suspended for?
Oh, I don't know. They haven't said how many. He was exonerated of them charges, right? They didn't find any wrongdoing. So I don't know how Goodell feels. I mean, he's still going to suspend him just for getting caught up in it, because Goodell likes to suspend people, right? This is like Ruben's second time. So, Ruben, I'm just going to give you 3 games on general principle for having poor judgment when it comes to women. What? 3 games?
I don't understand. And then he's like, I feel like John Lynch, we should have kept Ruben, even though
it was really
a big of a deal. Like, I wish I kept him. Yeah, I really wish I kept him. I mean, Fred Warner and Ruben Foster, damn, man.
I know that
combination right there.
But he got in trouble for some other things, though, Jabari. They had a particular kind of program they were trying to get Ruben to stick to, other than the fact that him and his ladies having problems. They had some other things they asked Ruben to do. He wasn't doing those either. So they needed any excuse to say goodbye, I think. They were done with Ruben.
Yeah, I think he's going to be another Alden Smith, actually. He's going to keep getting in trouble.
Yeah, he's like
I feel like that's what's going to happen. Hopefully it doesn't, though. And then, I'm talking in the draft, if John Lynch trades down, I'm pissed.
Don't be trade down. We want quality picks now.
I'm so excited. Like, I've never been more excited ever for, like, a draft. The NFL draft right here, man, it's going to be big. And we're going to take Bosa. I think without a doubt we're going to take Bosa.
I think so. Because already,
he's the best player in the draft.
The Cards are going to take. I mean, why would they take anybody but Murray?
They have to take Murray. He's the best quarterback.
Right. You're going to pass on the best quarterback for what? Because Rosen's here? So? Trade him.
Yeah, I think you should trade Rosen.
Haskins is the best quarterback.
Yeah, that's a matter of opinion.
Nah.
I mean, you know what? They've already said that Murray was the number 1 rated quarterback in this draft. Haskins is a guy that can move a little bit, and he throws traditional style, and he does everything normal.
It's the Oklahoma quarterbacks,
I know. It makes a difference.
Where it comes from.
Hey,
Haskins gonna be good too.
He's gonna be good.
He's gonna be a good quarterback.
He's gonna need a good offensive line. But that's what I'm saying. You don't need a good offensive line. I don't want Murray in our division, but I do want Bosa. See, but we'll see.
Shit, he's gonna be scrambling a lot for like Tom Murray.
I know.
Yeah. Everybody was scared of Kaepernick because of the scrambling, man. We need some fast linebackers for him.
I know. Well, we got one. The thing is, you got to cut him off and take the right angles. And the thing is about this kid, he can extend plays and maybe make life miserable. All right, but that's okay. We're still gonna beat his butt. Jabari, we gotta go, Jabari. I'll see you Friday, okay?
All right.
All
right, Ronbo.
Hey, Jabari. Appreciate you, fam.
All right, see ya.
And let's go check out John. Oh, John. John, where you at, John? John. John.
Ronbo.
John, what's up, fam?
What's good, fam?
John, man, we're sort of like spotlighting the defense tonight, looking at how I wasn't taking it for granted. I was just wondering, I was more concerned about draft night and who was going to get that night than I was thinking about what we already got. John, it's going to be a battle it's going to be like the WWE Battle Royal for camp this year. We got some bad dudes, actually, a number of them. And Solomon T, boy, that boy's going to be, it's going to be rough. You can't cut your first-round pick, but somebody's going to be rotating a lot unless they step it up. Eric Armstead, he's going to have to run. He's also in that same bag because if they pick up Nick's going to be on that big end a lot. And then in the middle, I don't know if Katavius Street, what he has to offer, but I do know DJ Jones is going to get some playing time. Next to him, the man who will never be moved, DeForest Buckner. Outside of that, it's going to be Mr. D. Ford. Deep quarterback's going to say, hey, I'm going to take my own line out to dinner tonight before we play the 49ers and make sure that everybody's well fed and realize that my life is in their hands. Yeah! Woo! But Don, what are you thinking, man?
Man, I'm like I say, I'm still anxious, ready to see what they're going to do, man. A month can't get here fast enough.
I know, right? Man, I just OTAs starting soon.
But I heard James earlier, man. Malcolm got to go, man.
Oh, everybody agrees.
He got to go. Yeah, I mean, like Ronbo for real. In 3 years, however many years he's been with us, he only played in like 2 or 3 games.
15 minutes, maybe 15 or 20 minutes total football. Because they was platooning him even when he came back. He's out there limping around.
Exactly.
And
exactly. I mean, you know, he ain't showed me nothing. So it's time for him to move on, man.
If I look
I think the Raiders were trying to sabotage us on the low.
And they did a good job, didn't they? We hit it open Malcolm.
Exactly.
It wouldn't give us Khalil. The Raiders, man, it ain't no love between us and across the bridge, man. If I looked up one time,
some haters, man.
Tell you, I looked up one time in practice, seen Malcolm grab his hamstring. All right, write him up, y'all. Write him up. Get him out of here. He'll never be fine again. Ho.
Yeah, but like I say, I'm just anxious to see what they're gonna really do, man. I've been reading a lot of different stuff, and you know, the running back situation. They talking about they gonna let one of them go. John saying ain't nobody going nowhere. And,
yeah, be careful about them.
Yeah, you know,
some of them writers, man, I don't know what they be.
It's all propaganda, man. You know.
They don't know. God. Even though Kyle already said, I like the situation I'm in, having all these running backs. It gives more diversity to what I like to do. So, we'll see. You can't carry 5 running backs. So, because Jeff Wilson's involved, boy, I like him too. And then you got they added Tevin. And they said we wasn't even looking at Tevin, but we couldn't pass him up, man. That's too good of a deal. So they got Tevin. And then, of course, you already got Matt Breida, Matt Breida could actually lead the league in rushing if he could stay off the IR or stay healthy. And then the guys, you got Tevin and Jarek offer 2 or 3 different skill sets. So, you know, it's going to be interesting to see how Kyle utilizes. Somebody's going to be turned into a wide receiver running back. So.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's a good situation to be in, you know, to have everybody that, you know, and you don't really know who they may use.
Yeah.
You know, game to game, that would be a real headache, you know, for
and
opposing
options.
teams.
Yeah, and whoever's having a bad day, I could bring this one in, you know. I got my pass rushers. I got too many pass rushers. I got too many running backs. If you're having a bad day, sit your ass down. Let me sit somebody else in. You know, it'll be like that all the time.
Yeah, that's a good situation to be in, you know.
Yes.
It really is, man. But so do you believe that we're gonna not trade out of the pick or what?
Oh, that's
I
such
hope
a
they
hard
don't
call.
trade out of the pick, man.
You know what, though, John? I'm trying to figure out who would they be trading out to. You know what? The 49ers are not going to want to drop out of the top 10. We going to trade with Miami? See, because I'm trying to. The Raiders don't need to trade up to get who they want. The Jets sure don't need to. The Jets say, you know, well, if somebody wants Haskins, we'll deal with that. You know, and somebody comes way up, we'll just drop 2 or 3 places down the Giants. Nobody knows that Haskins can actually drop into the Giants' hands. They don't need to trade up for him. So where did 49ers go trade with who? For what?
You think the Jets would pick Haskins having Darnold already?
No. That's what I'm saying. The Jets are not going to want Haskins. I'm talking about the Giants. But the Giants can wait right where they are at that 6th position, and Haskins will be there for him. Or that other kid, Luck. I mean, there's options at quarterback because the quarterback class is not rich this year. It's okay, other than Kyler brings us something special. But Haskins, you could get Haskins last year, next year. There's lots of Haskins. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know who they'd be trading with. And they're not going to drop down too far.
Nah, man, I don't know what they're going to do. I hope they don't trade the pick. I mean, like I said, if we get Bosa or Allen, it's all good.
Yeah.
You know, one thing I will say about Allen is he's going to bring more versatility than Bosa would, you know, and that's really the only difference between the two. You know, he really a linebacker and Bosa is a edge rusher. You know? But,
that's true. That's exactly right.
So I mean, but I think Allen fits our scheme better to me. You know, but that's my opinion. You know.
No, and you're welcome to it. And it could be right. They could pull Allen. I could be way wrong. But John,
I mean, you know, I'm not.
No, go ahead.
Ronbo, I want to let you know, man, I appreciate what you do. I know
it's
you
my
got
pleasure.
other callers that's waiting.
Yeah.
And I'll be listening and call you back Friday, man. You have a good night.
Thanks, John. I'll be looking for you too, John. You too. Have a great night.
Okay.
All right. Bye, John.
Okay, man. All right.
It's Monday Night Raw. And now, coming out of Virginia, weighing in at 235 at 6'5", he is the former WWE champion. He is one half of the TNT Connection, Trey from VA. Get on in there, Trey.
And I do mean fine. Brother Ronbo, how you doing, man?
Trey, you know, man, I'm all pumped up, man. I can't wait till the season. You know, I feel like I got my weapons now. You know, you feel like you're going into battle with some weapons. Now you gun people down and kick them around looking like Rambo with the bullets feeding through the gun, hollering. Oh!
Yeah. The excitement is in the air. Shout out to the TNT. Shout out to the TNT Connection, TNT Show. Shout out to you, Brother Ronbo, and the staff. You know, you guys work so hard to bring us a quality program.
Yeah, it's
you
so
got
much
haters calling up, and you know, yeah, man, everybody. But here we go, man. You know, it's been cute
and cuddly.
And it's been cuddly. Yeah, it's been cuddly. It's been warm inside. You know, Brother Ronbo, everybody's feeling good. You know, God. Ronbo, I heard a nasty little rumor that we're good in the secondary. We're good at safety, according to John Lynch. Do you believe that?
I know. John was way out of line on that. I don't know why he said that. But, you want an installment?
I want an immediate emergency installment for this atrocity that our GM. We got kids watching, so that's what I'm gonna use to clean it.
And now it's Monday Night Raw. Time for another installment of Let Me Holler at You.
John Lynch.
Oh, John.
I wanted to commend you, man. Your second-round picks have been amazing recently. I mean, dealing them, getting Jimmy for a second-round pick, getting D Ford for a second-round pick, Ron. But I want to clap it up for him real quick before I say what I got.
Give him that. Yeah.
We got to give you that.
Yeah.
Those are about the only things you're doing right, sir, because you're lying about the free safety position. Jimmy Ward, 2 interceptions. Never made a play in his life. Rombo, you guys talk about Kawan Williams. I had to go check the stats. I was like, man, this guy's a great player. I was like, man, I'm missing something. Kawan Williams has 1 interception with the 49ers in his entire career.
They call that one back, didn't they?
1 interception
year before last.
32 possible games with the – come on, man. We got to upgrade, man. We got to stop holding on to these mediocre 4-12 players, man. They can be good depth. We got to draft a safety, Rombo. Do you see a safety in the draft you like?
I like the kid out your way, Juan Thornhill, because I figured he'd be available.
Yeah,
and
I love Juan in the second round.
Yeah, he may be the second best guy in this draft next to Nasser Adderley.
Yeah,
from what I'm reading.
Just a little bit. Yeah, him or Adderley, I like that a lot. But here's the thing, Rombo, and I hear a nasty little myth going around here, a little rumor. People say that if your pass rush is improved, that our garbage DBs are going to play better. Well, I don't buy that one bit.
No, that's not all the way.
I don't buy that one bit.
No, that's not all the way.
I don't buy that one bit.
They should be helped a little bit,
Rombo,
at least a little bit.
Rombo, the Kansas City Chiefs led the NFL in sacks, and they had the second worst pass defense in the league. So your secondary and your pass rush doesn't correlate as much as everybody wants it to believe. People keep disrespecting our secondary back in our Super Bowl years. We had a guy called the Hawk, Rombo. You know why he was called the Hawk? Because he created turnovers. Interceptions and forced fumbles. We had a guy called Dante Hittner. He had forced fumbles, but you know what? Dante actually caught a couple of interceptions, didn't he, Rombo?
Yeah, well, yeah,
Carlos Rogers made a Pro Bowl, didn't he, Rombo? Didn't Carlos make a Pro Bowl, Rombo?
But Trey, that doesn't support your theory because we had a doomsday defense front line that.
But listen to what I'm saying. They made plays on the ball, Rombo.
Well, that's true.
Our guys today can't make plays on the ball. That's what I'm saying. So we could have D Ford and
Sherman will be
the
fine,
Steel Curtain and the 85 Bears out there. And if those DBs don't know what's going on, you know what, Rombo? I need one more installment. This is a double installment episode.
But I just want to defend
and then I'm
the
going to get out of here.
Trey, remember who you got, though. You got Sherm and Barrett. If they stay healthy, we may have an all-pro. I mean, anyway, let me.
You can't say that, though, Rombo. These guys can't play the ball. They haven't been. You know what? When we saw Jimmy Ward coming out of college, we thought he was a ball hawk. We all were sold a bill of goods. We thought he was a ball hawk.
Well, that was Trent.
He's been here, and we give him another year?
I know, right? They love him.
And he's our starting free safety?
And look how they talk about him. They love them some Jimmy. I don't know.
They love mediocrity. The pressure, and that's why with the number 2 pick, Rombo, we are 10-22. Enough of this 13-3. We are 10-22. Okay, so hold on. We take a pass rusher with number 2, and let me explain my theory real quick. If Bosa's gone, I want Josh Allen for this reason only. I want 4 running backs, which means we need to drop a defensive lineman or a linebacker, which means we can get rid of Malcolm Smith if we get Josh Allen because he could play Sam. We don't need Malcolm Smith.
No. Trey, we're getting rid of Malcolm Smith no matter what. See, Malcolm Smith is going to come out there and pull up lane. If you don't survive camp, you got to get cut. And I don't think he's going to make it. I'm banking on that. But go ahead.
We can play. Drafting somebody like Bosa or Allen is a must. Everybody's acting like, oh, I love Williams. He's like Reggie White to me. But if Russell Wilson scrambles on the outside and we don't have another rush in, we in trouble. When Jared Goff doesn't feel the pressure from that other side, we got to get other side pressure.
I agree.
You are one of the smartest guys when it comes to knowing what this fan base wants to hear, Rombo. And the one thing we can't settle for is mediocrity, Rombo. This 4-12 mentality, this Kawan Williams, Jimmy Ward are okay. I don't want either of those guys starting in my secondary. They don't make plays. I don't care what you say. Rombo, I know. I appreciate you letting me get that out. That's fair. Now come back.
I like Jimmy Ward like that. I want to be actually if somebody comes and beats him out, I'll be fine.
Yeah. Okay. I think this. Rombo, I think if Jimmy Ward is our starting safety, John Lynch should be fired on the spot because he has had 3 years to improve our free safety position since Jamal Adams, since Malik Hooker.
Yeah.
I'm still on that. I'm still on that, Rombo.
I know.
In 3 seasons.
He's bringing
Jimmy Ward is our starting free safety. In 3 years, I want him fired on opening day. It's not going to happen.
Trey, I'm throwing a flag on you for unsportsmanlike conduct.
Oh, my God.
I can't believe you did
lying?
that.
Stop me. But see, Rombo,
you
in the
cannot
future,
bring that up. That was 2 years ago.
I know you got callers. But in the future, we're going to play a game called Stop Me When I Tell a Lie, Rombo. We brought you the installment. I'm going to tell you about Stop Me because I don't know if you can stop me yet. I'm not lying. It's not stuff that I'm lying about, you know? Now, maybe what I'll do is I'm going to let you get your case together, and I'll stop you when you tell a lie. And it probably will be hard.
You're very good at that. If you don't out on the phone, put it on the chat, and I will read it.
Good deal.
So Trey and his team of Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe has come up. There's the charges, and okay. So I'm waiting, Trey.
Guy ain't made a play his whole 49er career. We talking about starting him, and it's all good. All right, I know you got to go, brother.
All right, Trey.
Shout out to the fam. Oh, one last thing. Will. TNT wants you, brother. We recruiting.
Uh-oh. There you go.
TNT wants you. Part of the family. We adding it because it will bring the heat.
Now, Trey, I just realized last time you did this, Trez came in and said, my partner ain't authorized nothing through me. He ain't no part of this team.
I've already, you know what? I didn't get the permission slip signed, Rombo. I didn't. And I got spanked on the hand. I was not authorized, okay? But Trez has authorized it, okay? He is guys, I promise you, okay? You can take my word for it.
TNT's expanding.
One last thing. Will. TNT wants you, brother. We recruit. Somebody got this phone. TNT wants you. Part of the family. We got it.
That must be maybe. All right.
No, it's all good, though. But we want you. All right, Rombo. I know you got to go, man.
All right, fam. Have a good night.
Yeah. Shout out to the chat, man. Always lit. Y'all be hating, but y'all be loving. We one family. We going to win together. Get rid of this 4-12 mentality.
Yes.
We got this. We got this.
God. Well, he's right. He is right. Trey, you have a good night. No, he's right. And then, we got to get rid of all bulkyism. Has to be completely erased from the locker room. Is it? Oh no! Is it really? Oh my goodness!
Sorry, Rombo. I know you got to go, man. Have a good night. Yeah.
It's a big show. It's a big show on tonight. So is that you playing the show back?
Oh, sorry about that. That was me. Can you come back to me in like 5 minutes?
Okay, we can do that. Let me run down through here anyway and check out, see what's going on up here. Let me roll to the top. Yeah. Bob Money says Q Williams loves eating at IHOP pancakes. You know what's really funny about that? You would think the Q would go in and order two or three different entrees because you know how they do at IHOP. You have your choice of pancakes, toast, or whatever. They'll bring it. You get pancakes with everything you order, right? So you figure Quentin's gonna go in there and get 4 or 5 different entrees and get about 4 different stacks of pancakes and be doing like I like to do it, and 12, 13, just 4 times, about 12 pancakes, and ask for some extras, right? You know what he did? Couldn't stop laughing when I read it. This is John Lynch on his IHOP meal with Quentin Williams. Lynch said he was expecting pigs in a blanket. He looks up, and the waitress comes over. All right, take your order, please. Quentin looked up and said, I'll have the garden omelet. And like John Lynch said, Quentin, you don't have to impress me. I'm not concerned with your diet. You're going to have a garden omelet? Veggies and eggs? Yeah, that's how I always eat. So John had to jump up, and he was going to pigs and blanket. He can't eat. How's John going to order pigs and blanket when a guy that you're thinking about recruiting is sitting there having an omelet with nothing but veggies in it. I couldn't stop laughing. I said, I'd have told Quentin, man, hey, Quentin, man, you know what? You go ahead. Don't tell nobody, man, but I'm ordering this, and this, And I'm going to ask for a shovel full of butter. We don't come to IHOP to eat nice. We could have went anywhere. I'd have started arguing with him. Hey, Tyler eats at IHOP all the time. Hey, Tyler.
Ronbo.
Tyler, can you imagine? You look at a guy like Quentin Williams. Can you imagine he'd order a garden omelet?
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
I'm starting, I told you, I'm okay with Williams, Bosa, or Allen.
Yeah.
Any one of those, I'm perfectly okay.
Yeah, actually, same here.
With that, somebody called in. Yeah, somebody called in earlier, and they said Allen sometimes gets off the edge so fast that the tackle can't even get his hands up. And I'm like, oh. We might just have to plug Allen in at DN and be like, no linebacker for you. You're just edge rushing, son.
Yeah. I think that was a little exaggeration. Tyler, because what we know about guys who come off that line like lightning, there's offensive linemen that some of them, I think it makes their life easier if you hurry up and get there so they can take you out. I mean, you try to bum rush Quentin Nelson. What do you think is going to happen? Ask Jadavian Clowney.
Yeah. Let me do a little segment here.
Yeah.
Solomon trained people. Can I talk to you over here for a minute? Me and Ronbo warned you. If you get on that Solomon train, it's very dangerous. You got on, rebelled against us, and Solomon drove it off the damn tracks.
Yeah. Casualties and bodies strewn everywhere.
We told you it was unsafe. We told you it wasn't smart, and you did it anyways. And look what you did. We wasted a first-round pick.
Number 3.
Thank you very much for wasting our time. Solomon Train supporters.
Yeah, I got to tell the truth. It's, you collect those props 1 year, 2 years later, now they're really seriously props because it's been too long, and we're still waiting for the train to arrive at the next station.
Yep. Well, it's already. He drove it off the tracks and into the river, so there is no next station. The train's sitting at the bottom of the river right now.
Yeah. You never know, Tyler. I figure we got a new team of coaches. Maybe they can unlock the forces of Solomon. Well, something, Tyler, here's the thing. He wasn't supposed to be going up the chart he wasn't supposed to be a number 2 pick anyway. Solomon should have been a late first round, second round pick to begin with. See, that's the thing.
Yeah, no more picking DNs in the first round unless they have more than 13 sacks.
Yeah.
If they have 13 sacks or more, that's okay. 10.5 in college? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
For Stanford? You kidding? You should have way more than that.
That's true.
Yeah. Get them Southern boys in there, man.
Yeah, I know, right?
Those boys know how to play defense.
SEC is the way you want to go. The thing is, with Ohio State, I consider them not north or south or kind of east. So I can handle that. They got some good players coming out of that area.
We shouldn't have traded back in 2017. We should have traded up to the first pick and got Myles Garrett. I don't care what anybody says. He had 13 sacks last year.
I wonder if they would have, with the Browns, you think the Browns would have bid on that trade?
Well, it depends on what we would give up. But, I mean, you can't throw – I love what Lynch and Shanahan are doing because they're not throwing away – they're actually thinking about the future. You see, Sean McVay is giving the Rams temporary success, but he's setting them up for failure in the future.
I mean, look how many guys left already. And now they're signing guys like Clay Matthews and Whittle. I mean, and
come
that's
on,
another
man.
2-year project.
They're only going to be good for 1 or 2 years.
Or so. Huh?
Yeah. You're just signing, I don't want to say clones, but you're signing, I don't know, temporary players. They're not going to.
They're trying to stop the bleeding that's about to start really gushing.
And you know what?
Draft picks and old guys.
I also love that Lynch and Shanahan
if a player is 30 or older, they're like, nope, we're not going to try to sign him. Like,
I noticed that.
They're trying to make sure they're young so that they can have long-term success if they're going to sign a player long-term.
And get solid in the program. Exactly.
Yeah, so I feel like if we pick Bosa or Allen, I think we have got to trade Thomas, honestly. Unless they found a way to use him and use a rotation, I want to see what Kentavious Street looks like because he squatting 700 pounds. He could be a power rusher.
That's insane.
If we don't pick Williams, think about it. If we don't pick Williams, we could put Kentavious Street in the middle with Buckner.
I know, right?
Quite honestly.
I really want to see that, too.
Quite honestly, if you have that, and then you got either Bosa or Allen coming off the edge, Russell Wilson's going to be running for his life. And I want to see – oh, yeah, Shanahan – remember you said Shanahan was at the Super Bowl trying to study how to beat the Rams?
Yeah.
All you got to do, you get an all-out blitz Goff. Don't even worry about the cover. Just all-out blitz him, and he freaks out.
It freaks him out.
He's got nowhere to go. He literally freaks out. He doesn't even keep looking. He freaks out at the all-out blitz.
Throws the ball away and
think about it.
it.
I want to see him in fear. One thing I want to see is Jared Goff in fear, freaking out our pass rush. You're going to have Lee Ford. You're going to have DeForest Buckner. And then hopefully a D-end, hopefully like Allen or – see, I wouldn't mind Allen playing linebacker or D-end for him. He's going to put that pressure on.
But you can also blitz Quan, and he loves to do that. I mean, watch some
film on you
Quan
bring all the linebackers. Bring all the linebackers.
Yeah.
Bring all the D linemen. Oh, my God.
Tyler, we got to stop, though. We're running over time. Well, listen, I'll see you Friday, all right?
Yes, sir. Kill Jared Goff.
Tyler's on a mission to destroy Goff.
Jimmy G, stay away from the hose. Jimmy G.
He's doing a will.
What was it, James, that does Niner Empire Niner for Life?
That's
right?
it. That's it.
Yeah. Shout out to James. I've been stealing that from you. Love you, bro.
Hey.
Oh, by the way, bring me in on the TNT connection because I didn't start that too.
There you go.
So,
hey, Tyler's putting his applications for the TNT connection. All right, Tyler.
TNT connection. All right.
Yeah.
Niner Empire Niner for Life. Forever faithful. Pipe bomb.
Oh, God. Hey, it's Kenny.
What's up, Ronbo?
Kenny, man, I tell you, I've actually been paying a lot of attention to the offense, but now that you look at it, the defense is going to get a lot of hand applauses this year. Jimmy G may be out there looking pretty and throwing touchdowns, but when that defense walks out on the field, that's going to be equally entertaining at times. I can't wait to see what's going to happen now. One more piece. Woo!
We're definitely going to get somebody on defense.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
I mean, they already look good even now, Kenny. If they don't get another play, well, like Trey says, I'm sorry, because Trey's going to put something up on it. We do need to worry about the safety position. But if Verrett and Sherman stay healthy, I got no problem with them. So
yeah, and I agree with Trey. We do need to get some on safety. We need to address that position.
A lot of people agree with that.
Maybe in the second round, maybe. But I want to piggyback off something that the man, the myth, the legend, James said. And,
I knew you'd appreciate it. The Josh Allen Club.
He is 100% absolutely right. And you know what? There's no way. I mean, Nick Bosa, for everybody on the chat, man, all you see is Bosa, Bosa, Bosa. You know what?
No, you don't. Yeah, you see. Yeah. I mean, Bosa's getting some of the hatred for Bosa is like scary.
But you know what? Hey, you know what? Everyone keeps talking about how he has all this technique and stuff. He's only got 1.5 years of tape from 3 years ago, and that's it. That's all they have to work on as a defensive end. He only has 1.5 years of tape from 3 years ago. That's it. And he sat out last year. He didn't. He played inside.
Freshman.
He played the interior line the year before that. And he only has like 1.5 years of tape. Where are they getting all this information from? Like, where did he play that gives them all this information on his techniques? I don't get it.
Listen, you guys got to link me up with him playing the interior. He played it. Has he had a year where he played the majority of the time in the interior?
Yeah, he does. Go look it up.
Yeah, I gotta see that.
Yeah.
All I know is when he comes off that edge, it's scary. You know, and also the thing is, Kenny, I'm looking at things. You know, you can't have a father that played in the NFL that decided to teach you how to play football, and you're made up the way the Bosa boys are. They know what they're doing. It's obvious when you watch him play. Some of the things he does, you just don't see that in college players. Maybe it's a small sample, but it's legit. That's why I like him, and I know that's going to translate easily into the NFL.
I want to point something else out too. Okay, D Ford was probably the best signing we had in this free agency this year.
Probably, no doubt about it.
Listen, he's an outside linebacker, so let's just throw that out there too. He's an outside linebacker. Don't think the 49ers are scared to go get Josh Allen because he's an outside linebacker.
Yeah, but Ford can play on the end. I've seen him with his hand in the dirt. I was watching a clip the other day. I was kind of delighted to see him with his hand in the dirt. He can come from that position, though. See, and D Ford's polished, though. This is his fifth year, yeah. So that's another story.
Kansas City Chiefs played a 3-4 defense, though.
Yeah, when I saw D Ford doing that, I was kind of surprised actually because I thought he stood up most of the time too. But he can play with his hand in the dirt, though, and he came off because I rolled it back. I said, "Oh no, okay." It doesn't slow him down to come off the dirt. All right,
Ronbo, I'm just throwing it out there though. That tells you right there the Niners ain't afraid to go get a 3-4 outside linebacker to play as a defensive end.
You know what? He may be in, Kenny. He may be in. I'm just saying, my own personal preference is I want a kid that I know is a sure thing. I don't know if Allen's going to be able to. As I say, I've seen quick guys come out of school before, and they get handled when they get to the NFL. So I want more technique, more brute strength. So if Allen comes in and does well, I will be supporting him 100%. I just don't like the risk. He, to me, I see a risk. Is my only thing.
Well, that Quentin, I don't even want to bring up Quentin Williams because he's starting to get on my good side. And
or that garden omelet, right?
the only thing that makes me doubt it is that we have a lot of interior linemen. You know,
way too many actually. Yeah, they can't even all play. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, we have a lot of them, man, and some of them haven't even had their chance yet. So,
and like somebody else just said a little while ago. We don't need. Well, it's Trey. See, we don't need. We need people to come off the. We know the edges is what we need. Was that Trey? Or who's that? Somebody else said that. Yeah, we got plenty inside. We need outside. We've had plenty inside for years. So yeah, you're right.
Hey, and you know what? I'm gonna finish with this. I want to tell Trey. Hey, you know how you get away from the 4 and 12? You go 13-3
because we got Jimmy G. 13-3 because we got Jimmy G.
Yeah, baby.
We got Kenny. Just keep G on the field. That's what it is.
That's right.
We were an 8-8 team last year, and I don't care what anybody says, even with the handicaps we had on defense.
I'm a Jimmy G fanboy. Jimmy G fanboy right here.
And get called too right here, Jack. And he was starting to look good in that Kansas City game. That second half of the game, G was about to arrive. He's starting to get that offensive system. They were starting to melt together. I'm telling you, look out for the 49ers next season. Oh!
Hey. All right, Ronbo. Hey, Ronbo Sports, A1 since day one.
Hey,
you know what? Shout out to the Nighthawk fan club, Hit Squad, TNT. Let's go.
Kenny, have a great night, fam. Oh, God. And it's Ryan Jones. Hey, Ryan. He says, Bosa will be the nail in the coffin. He's not even half of what his brother is. Don't fall for the trap. I don't know. But, I think Bosa gets a lot of trouble just for being a Bosa. People be throwing nasty stuff at him. Poor guy. I like him. That's all I know. I'm convinced the boy is a badass. Hey, Bill. Hey, did we try to get Bill yesterday? Did we ever get him? Bill calls in and goes to sleep. Bill. Bill, 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 Bill. Bill, 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 Bill. Bill! All right. Let's go. Oh, God. Look at it. Hey, oh, that's right. I forgot. We had Big Super was supposed to go back 10 minutes ago. Well, it's a big show. It's a big show on tonight. Ding. Show. What am I saying? I forgot he's got an extra moniker now. He is 1/3 of the TNT Connection, who is now searching for a 4th member in Big Will. They're expanding.
And so far, Tyler, I'm going to have to unfortunately deny your application because you got our name wrong. And that's one denial, but you have to check with my other partners, and if they approve, then you're in. Anyways,
listen. Show,
I just love how I just love how I come in here like a wrecking ball and just.
I know, but so you have
under everybody's skin.
But before you do, you've got some explaining to do. What is this photo with you and Nick Bosa?
That is fake news.
I mean, I thought you did not appreciate Nick Bosa, and there you guys are hanging out, taking selfies.
That is what our current president calls his fake news.
Oh God. But anyway, go ahead, Joe.
Anyways, I just love how I come in here like a wrecking ball and get under everybody's skin because I know the 4 exact words.
Hey, what was it? Nick
to
Bosa
get everybody
fanboys?
going, and that, no. That's trading. That's one, or it's 2 words. It's 2 words actually, separately each. That's trading down and Rashawn Gary.
Trey, no, really, show that is just evil. Rashawn Gary.
Hey, Ronbo.
I thought we were all on the same team. Who was that?
Hey, I just wanted to say it's me, Sheik. Nice picture, by the way, Big Show. Hanging out with Nick Bosa.
It's one of my faves. I'm going to throw a flag. Show, just to make you feel better, I'm going to throw a flag on me for unsportsmanlike. Ronbo, you can't. A flag on 15 yards on Ronbo. All right, go ahead, Show.
But what I'm getting at is my point overall is to basically get you guys to get off of this Nick Bosa train and to look elsewhere in the draft because you are going to be so heartbroken and so disappointed when his name is not called for our franchise.
Well, that's a good point. I got to agree to that.
Because I'm going to have such a field night on that draft night when I'm going to buy a bunch of bags and collect all of your guys' tears and get a fish bowl and pour them in that fish bowl and put my goldfish in there and just look at my goldfish knowing that I have won the war.
God. All right, so if not Bosa,
and
what are you going to do? What are you looking forward to?
What I'm saying is John Lynch pretty much put the for sale sign on the number 2 pick today. I don't know if you read Matt Mayuko's article or not. For sale
sign? No, I always read Matt. That's why I sent you that tweet yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead. What did Matt say today in your favor?
All of these players that they're bringing in and wining and dining is exactly the same situation that happened last year.
Every year,
everyone was on either Tremaine Edmonds train, the Roquan Smith train, the Marcus Davenport train, or the oh my gosh, he was a kid out of Boston College that Mike Rapino was talking about constantly last year.
Yeah, I know. Well, anyway, we all know what you're talking about. I can't remember his name either.
Yeah, and none of those guys got selected. And my overall point is you guys got to spread your mind and spread your wings out and look elsewhere because a player that everybody is still sleeping on that nobody's even talking about or hasn't even been mentioned in the last 2 to 3 months is Ed Oliver.
Ed Oliver?
the defensive tackle out of Houston,
No,
who's
I know,
actually
but-
ranked higher in as far as pressure up the middle goes. He's ranked higher than Quinnen Williams. He's a 92 overall according to PFF as far as getting pressures up the middle goes, and that's a player. That is a player that everyone is. That is. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm listening. Yeah, I can hear
Ronbo?
you. Yeah, I can still hear you. Can you hear me?
That is a player that could be called on draft night, especially down. You know what I mean? Like everyone always falls in love with these certain players and get into their camps and everything like that, and that is not the direction that this front office goes. You know what I mean?
I take it you've been sitting in at board meetings and some of the brainstorming sessions. This is just another attempt of yours to get away from the Nick Bosa deal. You're going to get Nick Bosa. Get used to it.
No, we are not going to.
Nicky's coming. I'm telling you right now. Listen, I'll tell you something else too, Show. Remember the year that I seen Solomon Thomas working his way up the chart till he finally got up there to the point where everybody said the 49ers were going to pick up Solomon Thomas? And I was the one who was crying. You and I both know we were both crying. There his name was. The 49ers did take a look at him during pro day. Not pro day, but the day they always go down to Stanford and take a look at the players and see what they got going on down there. And all of a sudden, there he was. The last guy I thought was coming. So I will give you credit.
And you're not
on that. Go ahead.
On what?
On the fact that you're saying that it's not the player that's talked about, it's the one that's not talked about that's coming to the team. I do notice that about the 49ers. And Michael McGlinchey was not on anybody's, I mean, a few people, but the 49ers never said anything about Michael McGlinchey. Somebody said something about they visited or something, did something once or twice. All of a sudden, Mike McGlinchey's in the locker room. So I'm not mad about it. So if they pick up Ed Oliver for reasons unknown, I'll accept that.
And this is a defensive-heavy draft this year with talent that's going to fall into the second or third round, and why John had mentioned today that pretty much the number 2 pick is for sale. I mean, they feel like that the best player available could be coming out of the later round.
Is a trade down? Who are you trading with? For those who want to trade down, who are you trading with?
That's the question, though. That is the question, though. Like, we don't know.
No, really. I mean, you need to think about it, though, because everybody just 49ers going to trade down. Trade down with who? There's no need to trade down with. There's no need to trade up with the 49ers. This is what I'm saying. There's no need to trade up.
I mean, if somebody falls in love with Josh Allen and Quinnen Williams, then they're going to be trading up for him. And if Nick Bosa,
like you said, it's a
there,
pass rushing bonanza. You don't need to trade up to get a pass rusher.
Draft.
You're saying that about Nick Bosa. I cannot believe it. Nick Bosa sucks. Remember, he's overrated. He can't play.
He is overrated.
Why would I trade up for him?
You're tell me a player that's playing in less than a year of college, in college is going to be the greatest thing since sliced bread. Get the hell out of here with that.
I'm not. I'm staying right here, and I'm telling you right now, Nick Bosa's got too much technique. He's got too much pedigree and training. He's been doing well since high school. He's a good player. You guys can spin it any way you want to. Nick Bosa's going to be a force in the NFL.
Ronbo,
I just want him to be in a 49er uniform.
Level tackles, he's complete garbage. He can't even get around those guys. And when he's double teamed all the time, he can't even get through those double teams like Quinnen Williams or Ed Oliver or Josh Allen.
So we're going to go. We're running out of time. And let's continue this.
All right.
We'll continue this Friday. And don't forget where you left off. I'm going to remind you, too, Show, more about how bad Nick Bosa is. Okay, go ahead. Because before we say goodbye.
Shout out to all your little minions. Shout out to all the little minions in the chat room. Shout out to that and shout out to the team.
See you. Sean, see you Friday. Well, just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Who is this? 5'10", you're in Fremont. Hey, Fremont, come on in, man. We're running out of time. Oh, God, that's hilarious. Good timing. Who is this? It was like a Trez move. Are they there?
Hello?
Ronbo? Yes. And what is your name, please?
Hey, Ronbo.
Yo.
Call me Lewis.
You broke up on that.
How
What did
you doing,
you say,
Ronbo?
Lewis?
Yeah, Lewis.
Hey, Lewis. Come on in, man.
Hey, Ronbo. How you doing
Lewis.
tonight, Ronbo?
Oh, fantastic. I'm dealing with the Bosa hatred. Now, how do you feel about Bosa?
Bosa hatred?
Yeah, there's a lot of Bosa hatred going on. Now Ed Oliver's entered in the mix, and all of a sudden Ed Oliver's come out of nowhere, and he's better than Bosa.
Right.
Let's see who else. We always knew Quentin Williams was better, and of course, Josh Allen is the coming of the second coming of Jesus. So I'm okay with all these guys on this team, but I don't know why Bosa all of a sudden is the worst guy on the team, worst guy we could possibly get. Well, I mean, what do you think, Lewis?
I completely agree with you, Ronbo. I mean, I like Bosa too. I just think he's more technical sound, just especially like his brother is already in the NFL, so he's probably learning from his brother too. Their dad used to play in the NFL for the Dolphins. So, like, technically sound talking, yeah. I mean, I think the better pass rusher would probably be Josh Allen, simply due to the fact that if you look at his PFF numbers, he ranked 160th in rushing attempts. Oh, he ranked 160th in the NCAA level in rushing attempts this year, and he was 7 behind Nick Bosa's best year, which I think was his sophomore year. His best year, he was only 7 pressures behind, I think. Ranking 160th, like, I mean, that's pretty significant.
You said Nick Bosa's freshman year?
No, Nick Bosa's sophomore year.
Sophomore year? Did you hear what the man said? He said Nick Bosa's sophomore year, 7 pressures. 7 pressures. You said 7 pressures.
No. Yeah, no. Yeah, Nick Bosa was 7 pressures ahead of Josh Allen's best year, but Josh Allen ranked 160th in like pressuring the QB, which is attempts. So like if you if you calculate that, his pressuring attempts is probably somewhere like 100 less than Bosa's.
Yeah.
So somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So that's pretty significant.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So I look at the analytics, but also look at the film room. But I mean, either way, like everybody says, like, hey, if we draft Williams, Bosa, or Allen, I'm okay with either pick, depending on what they're going to do with Solomon Thomas if we get Williams, depending on what they're going to do with the Leo spot. I mean, like I said, it's pretty much up to Saleh and Shanahan what they want to do and what kind of looks they want to show. We got a lot of depth. We got Jawan Taylor, Ronald Blair. Depth. I mean, you got a lot of guys. So, and like what is it, Trey or the Undertaker, whatever he said. Yeah, I completely agree with him, man.
That's him.
The secondary is key, man. I'm telling you right now, dude, we have not had a star safety for a while. Same thing with the star wide receiver. The last time we drafted a star wide receiver, which we thought was going to be a star wide receiver, was A.J. Jenkins. You remember how that went? So let's be real here. Let's be real here. I think we need
Trent, I will never forgive you for that.
Right. So listen. So I feel like with the round 2, it's really heavy defense this year. I've seen a lot of mocks, and Matt Miller, who is a Bleacher Report writer, he's a San Francisco 49er fan, and he's actually their lead scout. And he does the NFL draft mocks, one of the best, almost like Mel Kiper level. They're pretty spot on. So he has Deontay Thompson from Bama falling to the second round, and it depends on what the Packers do, but I feel like Nasir Adderley might fall to the second round.
Nasser,
good.
Yeah,
Nasser. Both good. I feel like both good, strong safety. I mean, not strong safeties, but both good safeties that can play. Yeah, both good free safeties that can play that kind of style of scheme that we need, that over the top ball hawk type. Right. I feel like the Niners have to go with that in the second round. Third round,
rather than a wide receiver. You're saying, right? I mean, because this has been my question too.
Right. I would rather have that than a wide receiver
or DB. Right. Go ahead.
It's to me, it's DB all the way. Defense wins championships. We've already known that. Yep. If we're going to get the pressure, then we might as well get the coverage too. If we're going to go hand in hand this year, we're going to soup up the get out the quarterback. Well, then we might as well have decent coverage behind it too. I mean, no offense to Colbert. I think he's did a decent job. being a 6th or 7th round pick, but that's not good enough in the NFL anymore. And we need some talent right now.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's over. I do want to help Jimmy because we paid him $125 million. Let's not get that twisted. But at the end of the day, we need that defense. Shanahan will obviously scheme up. I mean, look what happened. Shanahan is like everybody. I know everybody knows how smart Shanahan is, but just think, with a third string and a second string, Kittle had the best tight end year of all time, specifically yardage as well. I mean, he broke the record. So
he did a lot of that work on himself, but still, Jimmy's going to hit him in better position.
But just imagine this. Right, but just imagine he's gonna help hide Garoppolo, talentless receiver corps. But we still have Pettis, Goodwin. You know what I mean? I have in the 3rd round. I feel like Riley Ridley might drop to the late 2nd or 3rd round, depending on whether the Niners want to do. But or if not, we can just draft Deebo Samuel, that wide receiver, Deebo Samuel, and then I have Niners in round 4 taking Terrell Hanks, a linebacker from New Mexico State. He's like another ball hawking. And the reason why I feel like the Niners should take 2 linebackers in this draft, I have them taking also Cole Holcomb from Carolina. Kind of reminds me of Chris Borland. I don't know if you remember Chris Borland.
Oh, of course. Chris Borland is my favorite number
Nebraska.
50. Are you kidding me? I'll never forget him.
Yeah.
Dude
Chris
was coming
Borland.
up with
So
20
this kid is kind of like Chris Borland.
back-to-back weeks of 20 tackles and more.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
So this kid led North Carolina with 108 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, and 4 forced fumbles. This kid, Cole Holcomb from North Carolina. Yeah, they didn't play too much talent, but he did show up. He was always around the ball. He ran a 4.48. He's he's a decent size. He's like 225. He's a good tackling machine. So I feel like the Niners should draft like a couple linebackers. Yeah, he's a good coverage linebacker, but he actually just wherever the ball is, he's pretty much like Fred Warner. Like wherever the ball is, that's where he's tracking. Yeah, that's exactly where he is. So you might take Malcolm Smith's spot, I feel like. But like I said, I feel like the Niners should definitely should draft linebackers though. Simply due to the fact that losing Reuben Foster is worse than having Solomon Thomas be a bust. Simply due to the fact that Reuben wasn't so much of a bust.
I know.
But no, listen. Reuben wasn't so much of a bust, but because we lost him and cut him, we literally lost the draft pick. So we went -2.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So we went -2. We lost a pick and we lost a whole, a player on depth. If Solomon Thomas sucks, we still have him for depth purposes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we completely lost, we took a complete L on that.
Yeah.
So,
and then, Lewis, we got to pull up here though. I tell you what, Lewis, let's good stuff, man. We'll see you Friday if you get some time. Okay.
Definitely. I'll call in again Friday to let you know. So.
All right, Lewis. Have a good night.
All right, Ronbo. Take it easy. Have a good night, man.
Thanks.
Go Niners.
You too. And my man Okie Niners says Bosa had a torn ACL in high school and was born into football with family ties, and that's overrated. There's a hardcore campaign going against my boy Nicky, boy. I need to send these to him so it'll inspire him to play better even than he's playing now. And he goes on to say, Bosa, his big brother, is way overrated. Never cracked top 10 in sacks. As a matter of fact, how many did Joey have last year? Joey had 10 sacks in his rookie year. Okie Niner, he had 10 sacks in his first year, and he came in, 2-3 weeks, games late? So if he'd played the whole season, Joey would have went buck wild in his first year in the NFL. I don't know. I like Nick. I can't be convinced otherwise. I want him on this team. I tell you, I watch him work. He's a battering ram. You can get your fast guys. They'll get picked up here and there. But your guy is just a brute force. He's just coming in and using all kind of technique. His balance. I see Nick get thrown over by an offensive lineman. I thought he was down. Nick comes back up like a windmill and rolls back up. And it was a technique I've never seen in my life. He gets his arm around that offensive lineman, goes around him. Here comes the running back, and he drops his ass. I said, okay, that's not normal. I kept watching him one play after another. Nick Bosa is a bad dude. That's why I like him. You can get in there and do what you want. Offensive line can do what they want to. He manipulates that offensive line like some people I've never seen. But what do you got here? RJ! RJ.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, RJ, I can hear you clearly, man. Come on in.
Okay. What's going on, Ronbo?
I was just sitting back here and fielding shots at my boy Nick and looking at our defense and thinking things like, we're going places this year. And the offense.
We had a chance to do something. And looking at this draft, there's so much defensive talent throughout like at least the first 3 rounds of this draft.
True.
It'd be kind of hard to screw something up. Like I'm not a Bosa.
Like
I'm not.
No, I know. But, I'm actually a big percentage of people aren't. So I'm not. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm a big fan of asking the question why. When everybody says he's the best player in the draft, my first question is why, and nobody can really give me a legitimate answer other than he's a technician. Oh well, he comes from a football family.
Okay,
super polished.
RJ,
hold on.
Okay, I was just because I want to ask you, who do you prefer with that first pick?
I'm gonna get.
I know you're gonna come up with all those things about Nick, but just to cut to the chase, who do you want?
Well, no. Again, I'm not a Bosa hater. Honestly, if we get him, I hope I'm dead ass wrong. Okay, and I hope he's going to be the shit if we do take him. However, So, big fan of asking the question why. Nobody can give an answer other than, hey, he's from a football family. Look at his brother. Yada.
There's more than that. There's stats.
I'm sure there is, but this is the thing. I think they call him a technician because if you look at the way this man is built, is it really technique when you're so heavy-handed that as soon as you attack half the body, that's a defensive end.
Right.
That's a defensive end play there that teaches you to attack half the body, right? So he's so polished, so underproductive. These are two things that kind of negate each other. He's got pro football in the family. He's got all the knowledge in the world. But why is he half as productive as his brother in college?
Probably because he didn't play as many games.
Could be. Very well could be. I mean, these injury prone, I would say, is a strong word for Bosa. I mean, if you look at these, they're like soft tissue injuries. They're things that you're going to get, him preparing himself, okay, I get that. But, he is your kind of prototype for that 4-3 that we run. However, Saleh likes to switch stuff up. He likes that hybrid. He likes guys that can do everything, right?
Right.
So we factor in that, and then we look at Josh Allen. Again, I'm not a Bosa hater.
But you are a Josh Allen promoter, though, right? See, this is what I'm saying. If all the hype was on Josh Allen, I just want to make this one point. If all the hype, if everybody said Josh Allen was the consensus number 1, this is automatically polarizing. So this is why Nick has been, by all the football people, all the analysts, everybody said Nick Bosa is the premier edge rusher. And the minute you get a contingent that says, no, he's not. We don't like him. We like Josh.
But then again, you ask the question why? All these top analytic guys and all people on every
that's what they do.
Ever. This is the best edge rusher in the draft. Why? And they don't give a reason. They just go into he is the best because we say so.
RJ, you're not listening to the reasons because you're not. There's been plenty of reasons given out, so you can't use that reasoning. That's not a reason.
What's the reason? Is he the number 1 sack leader? No. Is he the most productive? No. Is he faster? No. He does have a very good quick step, and I will say he's very heavy-handed, which I do like the power that he does bring.
Yeah.
Because then people got to contend with him on the line instead of just worrying about speed. Because all you do as an offensive lineman, you could kick out to account for speed, and that's where Josh Allen has a problem. However, Josh Allen can be used as a stand linebacker. Ways. He can put his foot in third.
But
can be used. His coverage skills are great. That's why I like Josh Allen.
But RJ, as many seasons we've had, not a full-blooded, cold-blooded edge rusher. Why do you want somebody with versatility when the guy that's his specialty is to go get the quarterback is right there? I don't need versatility. I need a guy that's polished and technique-wise knows how to get to that quarterback. That's my thinking. Now, you can call his accomplishments nothing serious or nothing to be taken into consideration when you call him the best, but that's an empty argument just for the sake of argument. Nick Bosa's already proven that he can play. Yeah, he came in for a short period of time and got a lot of sacks in a very short period of time. Then people come in and yell, well, look what conference he's playing in. Well, you can come up with all kind of reasons why not to like him. So,
I mean, he's been up against some of the best talent in college. I mean, that you can argue that. You know, my biggest thing with Bosa, again, I'm not a Bosa hater. You know, I did a lot of research on him. I spent a solid 10 hours today because I had nothing to do after homework. Like, I spent 10 hours today comparing Josh Allen, looking at game film.
Yeah.
Like, you find some YouTube guys and they do some breakdowns, and then you can go on a few websites and you can actually look up old coaches' film.
Sure.
When you look at rep per rep, right? A lot of people look at the they look at the highlights. Oh, damn, that's it. Well, highlights don't speak to everything. Again, like his first year, he had 5 sacks, and again, his competition level is up.
And how many, but in those 5 sacks, how many games did he play?
In his first year?
Yeah, freshman year. Did Nick play that? His sophomore year was his big year. No,
his sophomore year was his big year.
He's only sophomore. No, Nick came in for a few minutes last year and came out with 3 games, 4 sacks. Anyway, you're always going to get that lopsided number with him. Nick Bosa was on track last year to get 20 sacks if you prorate it. You know what, though? This is like, as I say, there's going to be arguments for these guys. Which one's skills translates to the NFL better? That's the thing.
Depends on how you use them.
That's always going to be the case. That's why I'm saying it's
just
kind of
like
hard
Solomon
to put
Thomas.
Allen.
Like, they put that dude out as a Leo because you can't use Solomon Thomas out on an edge when he's
that was a mistake.
Shown that he is more dominant on the inside. You know what I mean? And
but not in the
my
NFL.
biggest thing is I think we're buying into a lot of hype with Bosa. Like I said, I compare him to his brother.
Yeah.
His brother, not even that great.
Yeah.
But he was so much more productive.
He
really was.
You know what, though? To say Joey's not that, are you thinking Joey's not that good either?
No, I mean, obviously he's a pro player. He's obviously better than anything I could put down on the field. However, you know what I mean? You know, because of the whole hype, they're talking about him like, oh, he's defensive rookie of the year. Okay, well, how many defensive rookies were on the field being productive? Again, Joey was much more productive than his brother, even in college.
Well, and if a lot of observers are saying that Nick's even better, why would they make that up? And these aren't just anybody saying that. These are guys that pay attention to this kind of thing.
Look at the Times. Look at the Times. Anybody can say anything, but when you ask the question why and they can't give you the answer,
RJ, what it comes down to is you take what you like, you expand on it, you take it to be the gospel, and that's the way we all do it. So it's okay.
I pray to God. If we pick this guy, I hope he's the best of all.
We got it. It'll be too late then. We got it.
My only thing is.
Go ahead, real quick, because we got to go.
So, I'll end with this. So, I look at the value based on the pick, and I feel that Allen is the better value. So,
and they might get him too. You could be right. I mean, I'm not. If we get Allen, I'll be fine.
I don't think they're going to pick any of them.
Yeah, but I know because these are the people everybody's talking about. The 49ers like to go the other way anyway. So, yeah.
Yeah, they like to pull that rope-a-dope. But all right, Ronbo, I'll see you.
All right, RJ. I'll see you Friday if you get some time. Give me some more of that research.
All right, man.
All right, bro.
Yeah, I'll hit you with something.
All right. Nicky B. And see, now with my stance on Nick Bosa, if they don't if he gets on his team, I got to buy his jersey, even if I don't trust buying first-year player jerseys. And look at how United says, never cracked the top 10 sack list. You know what? If Nick would have put in a whole season, I'd like to see what would have happened. I do worry about that, though, honestly. I'll tell you the truth. Nick plays with such power and technique. Sometimes that can get you hurt. You know, because you're dealing with some really heavy guys. And every now and then, maybe they'll teach him to use a little more finesse in some situations. And I think he's not that old, right? So I'm sure he can learn some of those things because you don't need to manhandle every offensive lineman. And you're not going to get away with that all the time anyway. So, you know, there's a weakness that I could see with Nick Bosa that could probably use some work. But other than that, Nick Bosa's, if I was in a back alley fight, out of all these guys they're picking, if it ain't Quentin, it's definitely Nick. That's a bad boy. Hey, Monroe.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Monroe, man, I'm looking at this defense. I'm starting to smile. I was looking at all the offense and Jimmy G and the boys. Then I realized, this defense is worth talking about. Look at that D. And then again, we're worried about Robbie Gould. Robbie doesn't act like he's happy to be in San Francisco. He's back in Chicago. Hasn't even come back to sign his deal yet. I guess he's feeling so important. Well, they'll wait for me no matter what. I'm going to sit back here and relax and stay with the family and hang out in the city that I love the most. And I'll go back later. You know, I'm a little worried about that. But otherwise, you know, I'll tell you.
My business is football is football.
Yeah, I know, right? But Monroe, what are you thinking, man? How you feeling about this defense?
Well, it's to me, it's a waiting game for me. I just want to see how they produce on the field before I put my comment.
That's a good point.
Because it's still like, you know, it look good to everybody, but let's see. Because I remember back in the days, Redskins had Deion Sanders and all them super defensive type of players, and they went, 2-16?
I know, you know,
14 or something.
Yeah, I know, that'd be happening, don't it? Boy. And look at the Giants.
Yeah.
I thought the Giants was going to kick. You got Saquon Barkley. You got Eli Manning. You got OBJ. Them triplets right there should get something done. You got that. How many millions of dollars they play for that front line defense? And they still got a butt whooping every Sunday? Doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. You're right. It depends on how you bring that team together. That's where the coach has to come out and find a way to make that mix. This is why when the 49ers don't bring people to the team, everybody says, why you didn't get him, man? The 49ers always be sleeping on these players, man. Spend some money, Niners. And I said, you know, the Niners overpay people more than anything else. So I don't know about not.
But Rob, I know is it true that T.J. Ward is interested to come and play for us? I heard T.J. Ward.
Yeah, he was doing an interview. He was talking about how he said, and he's another supporter of Nick Bosa. So, you know, I think he won't be able to. I don't think the 49ers will talk to him. He's 32. I think he's not a free safety. He plays he's a box safety or a guy. He's a strong safety, put it that way. So I don't think. TJ said he'd love to come back and play for the 49ers. I wonder how the 49ers feel about that, though. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I think he might be a little bit better than what we got, but, you know.
In the box? You know, Kwaski and what's his name? McCray? Anyway, I don't think we're hurting in the box.
Mm-hmm.
The free safety thing is the scariest part. Okay.
Yeah.
Because you got Sherman and Verrett. Those are two very good corners. But Jimmy or Colbert have got to hold up their end of the deal, or else everything falls apart.
Wait. Oh, but you know what, Ronbo? I just forgot. And I think I know why Shanahan is not looking at safety. Because you got to remember, we still got DJ Reed. I forgot about that boy.
Oh. You're right. We got more than two. We got three guys competing. And they're not going to draft a safety? Yeah. DJ Reed said he'd rather play corner,
Marcel,
though.
What's that to do with Marcel?
Marcel Harris. That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah, Marcel Harris is playing in the box. He's going to be going up against Kwaski. Yeah. And he might beat Kwaski. Marcel Harris didn't even work out last year. He came in the middle of the season and was raised in pure hell. He just work out this year and get ready with everybody else. We haven't seen how good Marcel Harris really is.
I forgot about DJ Reed, though. You remember he played?
Yeah, I did too. You just brought him up. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
He still got Exum.
Yeah,
we got a lot of safeties out there. We don't realize it. If we really think about the last draft, on the back end, we didn't draft for some safeties.
Yeah. They're trying to make Tavares Moore as a safety, and they're trying to make him a cornerback, though.
But he did good, though.
Yeah.
He did good, though, at corner.
Yeah,
for the first time, that's the first time I see. For the first time, that's I've ever seen the safety actually did good.
Yeah, he's got loose hips. He ain't bad at the flip. So, you know, They'll stay with that project and see if they can develop it further. Because he's got that crazy speed. You're not going to run away from Tavares Moore. So they're probably thinking, we could train this kid to play the corner. We got something going here. So we'll see.
So that's why I say I understand. Yeah, I kind of understand why John Lynch did pull, the trigger off of safety. Because he picked, you got to think about it. He picked his guys that he wanted at safety. He got his guys.
Yeah. And bringing in more means you gave up on last year's pick. You gave up on 2 years' picks, and you're just going to get another. That probably bothers them. They can't bring themselves to do it. I bet you're right on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna find out though, because they be kidding us, man. They be saying things that don't even mean it. So, John Lynch, I'm happy with our safeties. And everybody said, but that's only because they looked so bad in the secondary last. And it wasn't just the safeties last year; it was the entire group not named Richard Sherman. I mean, it was messing up.
Yeah.
Akello looked good toward the end of the season, but like somebody else pointed out, Akello did that in his first year. I think Akello's got the picture now. I really do. He knows you got to play from the September Akello to January. Bring it all from day one. See what happens.
Yeah, and Ronbo, I think we going Bosa too, at number 2.
Yeah, I tell you, man, because that's the guy. He's not.
I think we're going Bosa. Because that's just how it is. You feel me? Because
you get a lot of argument on that. Though.
To me, I ain't trying to put on. Think he's more Hall of Famer, future type player.
Yeah, and you can see he's pro ready. He is. He's not going to take any development. Yeah. So, hey, Monroe, man, we got to go. Monroe, we got to go. I'm going to see you a little later on the other show. Yeah, we're trying to remind me now. But no, I see you Friday, okay?
See you Friday. Hope I get in a little earlier. Hope you put me in
but we don't want you to get tired waiting. We're trying to, see if we can move you up.
I'm probably older than these guys on there.
Monroe says he's too old to be staying up waiting on y'all. So we're getting Monroe gets the senior pass. All right, Monroe. You have a good night, fam.
All right.
No, we're not taking it serious. Okay. Night, Monroe.
Good night, brother.
Night. And it is Nighthawk!
What's up?
Nighthawk. 4-9, red gold, because we got the gold. Hey, Nighthawk, we was talking about the defense tonight, and we ain't said nothing good about the defense in how many years. Nighthawk, this could be the year. That defense could be shut down. Telling you, man.
Yeah.
I know, right? I feel your pain on that because we ain't shut nobody down in how many years? Since 2014. Remember we used to brag about no running back has ran over for 100 yards over the 49ers defense in over 2 years. And then after that year, every running back in the league was running over 100 yards on the 49er defense. And then Chip Kelly added to that misery. And last year, we started to bring it together on the run. And I think this year, I think the run gets stopped. I think the pass rush gets rough. The secondary, depending upon who plays safety. Nighthawk, I think we might have a plan.
And then the punt return. Every time they had a punt return, they always come back for a touchdown.
I know, right? Well, that's special teams, though. Now, I don't know what to tell you about that. You know what? Our special teams looked good at the beginning of the season last year. You know what hurts the special teams? It's our number one gunner, Mostert. Remember Mostert got hurt last year, and all of a sudden special teams fell apart? And the year before as well. Apparently he means more to special teams than people even imagine. So, We'll see.
And then the wide receiver are open.
I know. We got it. Well, we got Jason Verrett over there now in place for Kello now. But Verrett stays healthy. He beats out Kello, and Kello can sit back and learn and season up a little further. Richard Sherman, of course, is going to be more healthier this year than he was last year, so I like that. It's all about the safety. How good is the 49ers safety? And a cover 3, that's very important.
Yeah, because when you cover, you have to have somebody good to cover the receiver, because every time you can't cover them, they're open. They might get a touchdown. They might get a first down.
No might. It's these fast guys out there, boy. They get ahead of that defense, it's gone. But that's what I like about Sherman and Verrett. See, them as old gunfighters. They've been around. They've already been to the Pro Bowl. Sherman's been to the Pro Bowl every year except for last year till he got with us. So, you know.
The other guy we had as a cornerback, he sucked. Only Sherman was good.
He's going to be better this year. I'm telling you, Nighthawk. Kello Witherspoon looked better toward the end of the season. It looked like he was starting to get it.
But in the beginning, he kind of was slacking.
Well, they were all slacking. I mean, Nighthawk, remember when they was pointing every time somebody scored a touchdown? You got a Kello pointing at K1. K1's pointing at whoever, the linebacker or somebody. People were playing out of assignment. Nighthawk, you know what the biggest problem was last year? I'm looking at K1. He's watching a receiver is coming out of slot. For some reason, that dude runs past K1. Instead of K1 going with him, K1 runs forward. Now the entire secondary's out of sync. K1, rule number 1, take the depth route. What are you doing? Touchdown, other team.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Every time they have a throw like a dead, you don't do nothing. He just, touchdown. He's like, it's not my fault.
They were confused. So maybe we got better coaching this year, and people will know what their jobs are. There were times when guys did not know what their job was, who was supposed to cover, and there was communication issues all over the place. And every OC in the league knew about it, too. They took advantage of it. They knew the 49ers didn't know what they was doing back there.
Yeah, and then the referees were helping, too.
Well, I mean, that's always, calling them roughness. I mean, the PIs were incredible. We never got them. Well, we got a couple. I think Juice got 1 or 2. Marquise may have got 1 last year. He didn't have like he did his first year.
I'll tell you this. Rams
Dante got a
should not
couple.
be in the Super Bowl. I'll tell you this right now. Rams should not be in the Super Bowl.
And they know it. The Rams don't even have no business in the Super Bowl. They wasn't ready for prime time.
You know who should have been in there? The Saints.
I know. Everybody knows. The Saints probably would have won that Super Bowl, too, because...
But you know what? Nope, the flag.
I know, but yeah. Them referees probably got fired already. I forgot their names. You gave me... I got to search it tonight. I want to find out who those refs are, and the league let them go. Because, come on, man. Yeah. They absolutely blew that.
Yeah, the Lamb Sharp didn't score shit. Oh, yeah, I forgot. They got 3 points.
3 points. And it was lucky to get that.
They got killed. Their asses got killed. They got smashed.
Yeah, and they won't be back anytime soon. They lost half the team, walked out because they ain't got no money to pay them. Hey, Nighthawk, I'm going to tell you what, man.
It's time for the 49ers to go.
That's right, because we know how to build a team. You build a team to last. Them one-year wonders don't work. Ndamukong Suh was looking for a job in San Francisco. Nighthawk, would you sign Ndamukong Suh to the 49ers?
He's a Ram Sharp. No.
Nighthawk, I'm going to see you Friday, all right?
Yeah, can you give me a shout-out?
And you know this. Niners! Yeah, for the Nighthawk.
Yeah, before I go, hit that like. Nighthawk is out. See you next time.
My man. Thanks, Nighthawk. Oh, that's right. I saw it. Lagavik and Sue. There's a lot of guys out there still looking for a job. Eric Berry's still out there. Sue. There's a couple other guys out there. I can't believe they're out there, actually. But you can, because they're probably, Sue and Berry are probably asking for millions upon millions upon millions upon millions. And, of course, they deserve that. His name is Dumb Podcast says, as long as Jimmy doesn't get hurt, I think we'll be. I agree. Thanks, fam, for the contribution. That's Okie Niner I missed. See, Okie Niner says, don't care who we get as long as we get more wins and losses next year. Okie Niner, that's the bottom line. Please stop getting beat, Niners. I got a feeling this is it, though. I mean, this is going to make a difference this year. It's about we could just escape OTAs and preseason, bring in at least 95% of the roster. Whew, man. Good. Big homie. Hey, big homie. Is that big homie in them? Or who's that? Hello. Big homie.
Ronbo.
Hey. What's up?
What's up, big dog? How you doing, man?
Let's kick it back here, man. I'm enjoying the night, man. I'm telling you. This is that time of year where we're fragmented as an empire because everybody wants something else on draft night. Ain't nobody yielding. Man. Ain't nobody been talking anybody out of anything. But hey, big homie, man, what are you thinking?
Man, look, I ain't gonna beat you up today, Ronbo, man.
I'm getting used to it.
Because I just want Big Q in the middle, man. Like I get
he's
whatever
in the mix. He orders garden omelets. That he already got points for that.
Hey, talk to me. See what I'm saying? Watching his weight now. Weight watchers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Look, I just think he's a freak, man. And most people be like, well, why get another DT if we already got Solomon Thomas?
Yeah.
Hell, that's just like saying why get another safety because we got Jimmy Ward. Fuck that. We need the best. We need
you go out to get
player.
the best, right? Yeah.
Right, man. Right. But I'm. You know what, man? Look, I've been beating you up. Oh, and I was wrong too, Ronbo. I was wrong. I keep talking shit about Bosa's 40 time, man. I was wrong. I'm a man, so I'm gonna tell you when I was wrong.
He did 4.7 something, I think. Right. I saw somebody posted it up.
It was 4.79, and that's what happens when you rely on your girlfriend. You tell her to look it up, and she don't know that they run twice. You know what I'm saying? So I'm over here looking a damn fool.
That's great.
But now I'm at a point, man, where I'm like, as long as we get one of those three, I don't want to trade back. If we trade back, Ronbo, we can't go no lower than 4. Because if we trade back to 4, that still allows us to get Josh Allen. And I don't even want to trade with the Raiders in the first damn place.
I know, right? Because we don't want them to get nothing they want. And see, that's why I'm saying, big homie, man, who's going to be trading up to the 49ers? Who? And how far down are they going to be?
Well, here's the thing, man. It's going to have to be a blockbuster deal, like you've said numerous times. And, according to the points and all of that, if it's something lower than 5 or 6, man, I'm thinking we can get maybe like 3 first rounds almost, you know what I'm saying? As far as, next year's pick, this year's first round, shit like that, but
trade capital?
I don't, but I don't think we need that. I think we like 1 or 2 players away. We got to get one of them big 3. We got to get a safety in the second round. Please don't leave Jimmy Ward out there all year long. Like, what the hell are we doing?
Don't forget about Adrian Colbert's going to be competing for that job. And Adrian Colbert does better when people disrespect him. And he would consider Jimmy playing him disrespect.
I'm tired of that, Ronbo. I'm tired of considering people who already had a shot. Like, we keep talking about DJ Jones and Kentavious Street. Don't get me wrong. Kentavious Street, we didn't really get a chance to see him for real.
And Jones, they never let him play. Except for a couple of times.
And that's the thing, though. Why didn't they let him play Ronbo? Because he couldn't beat out Earl Mitchell, damn it.
Well, the thing is, I think they paid Earl Mitchell too much money to make him sit down.
Yeah, but you know how they say everybody always competes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't want to take a risk on somebody who just couldn't wow you enough to play over Earl fucking Mitchell. You know, it's
well, that's a good point, though. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
If you can't make Earl sit down, then okay, you sold me there. That's it.
And here's the thing, Ronbo. We keep talking about these mobile quarterbacks in the NFC West. We got to stop the run first. Yeah,
gotta plug that middle.
Right, and with Bosa, man, I think he's great, but I don't think he can play that big end. Like we can't have two Leos out there. Like everybody keeps saying we're gonna run from this end, we're gonna run from that end. Like the big end, if I'm not mistaken, they normally stop the run. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So it's like, and then sometimes they have to drop back in coverage. I looked at Bosa's stats. My man ain't nothing in that coverage part. So it's like,
if you're getting Bosa, you're not getting it for coverage. No.
Right. So, it's the rock and the hard place, man. Like, if we don't get Quinnen, because I want Quinnen because I want us to stop the run so that way we can make them pass. But if we don't get Quinnen, man, I'm cool with Josh Allen because at least he can cover. I know he can cover. And I like SEC players, man. I think they play against better competition.
I know we all do. That's
like man. You know how that goes.
Yeah,
man. But
and everybody could be right. They could be going that route because they're thinking.
As long as you're not Reuben Foster, we like it.
Say it again, Bob.
No, he's talking about Reuben Foster. But no,
I ain't talking about.
Yeah, but you know what? The thing is, it's a kind of thing. I figure the 49ers have got several packages. Probably Nick's first year, he's probably not going to be just out on the field all day long, every day, right? Or every Sunday. And I figure the 49ers, if they do pick up Nick, they have a plan. They're not going to just bring him in there and, okay, so what do we do now? So if they grab him, they definitely have a function for him. So.
Yeah.
And like you said, if they grab Quinnen, same thing. Somebody's going to get cut. Anyway.
Yeah.
That's going to be a raging competition.
Absolutely. And, they need to. I mean, to be honest, man, like, nobody's satisfied with Solomon Thomas. Everybody keeps talking about this tragedy.
I like Solomon. I mean, he's a nice guy. we be working Solomon, boy. I'm starting to feel sorry for him. Solomon, I feel bad because of last year. I think his tragedy, his family, I think it had a real impact on him. Homie, he had, like, his first year, he looked better than that doesn't make any sense. We had 4 or 5 guys hit a Solomon slump, a sophomore slump, which I don't understand that whole thing. But we had 3 or 4 guys. Trent Taylor went out, but his back was hurting him. Adrian Colbert didn't look the same. Kello didn't look the same. We had all these guys that couldn't play the second year. So we'll find out more this year. With Solomon's family, I got a feeling that had an impact on him. So I'm feeling bad for him, and I'm hoping he gets over it and can come out and show us what he's really worth this year. So
I hope so. I just feel like they're all death pieces, if you ask me. Man. Like,
Big old man, we got to go, fam. We'll run out of time.
Right,
listen,
man.
I'll look for you Friday, huh?
Hey, I'll be there Friday, man. Have a good night, Ronbo. Nine Empire. Y'all stay up, man. Hit them likes for my man Ronbo. And shit. Let's get it, man. I'll see you Friday, Ronbo.
All right, fam. We all be there.
Right,
have a good night.
Yep.
And Okie Niner still making statements. If Okie Niner ever gets into the 49ers front office, there will be no Nick Bosa. He said, regards, draft favorite, love to all Niner fam. Okie Niner, that's what I'm talking about. We are family. I got all my, Bon Joey, Mahoney, yeah. Watch this. Is he ready? Joey.
Ronbo! My man!
What the bad?
Banana plan.
Well, Joey, we have exposed, as you know, we do know the Big Show has been hanging out with Nick Bosa and friends.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so
I saw that.
Next time he comes to I figured Nick probably owes him some money, or Nick probably thought it was funny to get up in the morning and pee in his cornflakes. I used to do. I know. I've pissed people off doing that before, so I know how bad it makes people. It's such a fun thing to do. You see the guy's face when he picks that first spoon in.
Oh man, is that whipped or without sugar?
It's not. Usually they're already sugar coated cereals. Oh, that's so bad. But Joey, what do you think, man? The defense is looking like crazy good, man. I mean, it's forming up. It's like we got too much guys fighting for the inside now, and that means the fight for position is going to be vicious this year because guys know everybody can't stay if you play the middle.
Yep. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Quinn Williams, so I keep hearing his name. I get it. I'd rather have Bosa.
Yeah,
that's
same
just
here. And Show brought in Ed Oliver for reasons unknown. Ed
Oliver was one of my favorites coming into this year, but he kind of let me down. I mean, I thought he'd have a much better year. And people, I always looked into like mock drafts even before the college football season starts, and they were saying that Ed Oliver might be the next Aaron Donald. I mean, that's how good they were raving about him. And then
middle of the season.
I was like, no, it was. I'm talking like before the season even started, like last year, like before.
Because I thought I heard about Ed.
Like like before the college football season for last year even started. I always go ahead of like mock drafts like way before the season even starts just to see who they're raving about, and like they were saying that Ed Oliver might be like the next Aaron Donald, and I was like, oh shit, like, all right, he's someone to watch. And
they say that about Quinnen now too. See, you got to people.
So now it's switched from Ed Oliver to Quinnen. So yeah,
they put too much pressure on these guys. Don't be comparing people there in Donald, man, because immediately the kid's starting to freak out. Probably reads that. Oh no, man, I don't know about all that. Confidence starts to get shaken.
That's like comparing someone to Aaron Donald, like comparing someone to Adrian Peterson, like that probably ain't gonna happen.
Peterson's still, was he 34? We talk about our guy all the time, but Jesus Christ, he's 34. How old is Frank Gore?
Frank Gore, man,
he's got to be 36, 35, 30 at least, right? But I mean, Frank's still a legend, but I mean, Peters is out there running off. God, man.
It's like my coworker today at work. He's like talking about torn ACL. He's like, yeah, they could come back from torn ACL. And I was like, yeah, Adrian Peterson did it. I was like,
Frank Gore
name
too.
Me one person, not named, Frank Gore. Yeah, he did it twice.
Right.
2 ACL tears. So
that's why people say, oh man, McKinnon ain't gonna be able to come back from that torn ACL. I say. Come on, man. This is 2019, man. It ain't. He'll be fine.
They got different medicine and way to treat
techniques.
Yeah,
laser so fine you can't see it. No scar. He'll be fine.
Yeah,
but anyway.
I just worry about all those ACL tears on our team, though. You know, it's like we got a lot of them. We got 4.
Yeah,
4 players.
At least we know Contavious is probably like, I understand Contavious is picking up trees already, so he's probably okay.
Yeah. What do you think his role is going to be, Ronbo? Contavious Street.
Well, when they want a man killed, just send Contavious in, I guess, because, this dude, man. Remember, the reason why Bradley Chubb did so well is because he was playing next to Contavious.
Right, but I'm saying, do you think, let's say hypothetically we don't get Quinnen. Do you see him playing inside, or do you see him playing outside? Like as a
No, I see Contavious strictly inside. I mean, these guys can play outside, but they're not going to be the most effective. You want your muscle guys in the middle taking block. I mean, taking out the offensive lineman. And if you can squat 700 pounds, you can squat a lineman.
That's just like Solomon Thomas. I mean, we drafted him to play nose tackle, and he's out there playing edge and coming into camp 250. I mean, I don't get that.
But Solomon Thomas, I know. I want to know how much Solomon Thomas really weighs. Somebody called in and said Solomon Thomas, they went out and met him, and he said he's not as big as they say he is. That kind of scared me. Really?
Yeah.
And they made him lose weight because they're going to try to make him come off the edge. But Solomon Thomas got to beef back up to 280, whatever he was before. He's listed to be. Joey, look at, man, our clock tick-tocked out, man. So, Joey, I need to see you Friday, all right? And I won't interrupt you next time.
All right. No worries. I'll try not to end your show next time either. One more thing. Yeah. Hey, one more thing. Hey, we gotta get you in the 9 O'Clock fan club, man. A couple people keep asking me to ask you, man. So we got time. Swing
I
on
know.
by.
This is the thing. I'll explain that. I've explained that before I went in and told you guys. I just don't have any extra moments in the day. Sometimes this is all I get. I mean, this is the only time of day I can actually sit down and talk football. Otherwise, I'm like going 90 miles an hour. But when I do, as I say, I promise I'll come and check you guys out. Joey gone? All right. Anyway, see. I'm supposed to tell you. We're getting ready to close it down, so that's why you're not gonna be able to, the pin's not working. All right. What do we got next? All right. So I guess we're gonna close it. Oh, somebody on the phone? Okay. Okay.
Showstopper.
Hey, it's HBK. Okay, there's some communication issues going on. All right, HBK, what's up, man?
What's up, Ronbo? What's going on, bro?
I'm just sitting there, man, enjoying the defense, man. I thought I'd take today out to really appreciate how well that defense is really doing, man. I mean, we've been looking at the offense, but the defense is really, man, they're coming along. But what are you thinking?
Well, I mean, it's like, I'm thinking that Nick Bosa is kind of like the second coming of let's see, what's the receiver? I mean, not the receiver, but the play that we had that was 94, number 94, that he used to play for us and stuff. I'm trying to think.
You're not talking about Charles. Smith. You're not talking about Charles, are you? Who?
No, I'm talking about Justin Smith. I mean, it's like, I think Nick Bosa is almost like the second coming of Justin Smith almost. I mean, it's like, he plays with power. And it's like, he's pretty much the same mold as Justin Smith, I think.
Strength, yeah.
Josh Allen is kind of like the mold of Alden Smith almost. So, Alden Smith. Yeah. So I'm thinking, I mean, it's like, what would it take, Ronbo,
to get them both?
We wanted to try. I mean, it's like to try, pull the trigger, maybe getting Josh Allen, maybe Quentin Williams. I mean, or both. I mean, what would it take in your mind to pull the trigger? Say, like, if you want that strong rush, run stuffer up the middle, and then have those two bookends coming off the end and stuff. I mean, it's like between Josh Allen and Quentin Williams, what would you be willing to give up to give both players?
Well, I don't know. What would I reach to get? What? You might have to involve a player in that kind of a deal because those picks are too close together.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You can get they're both ranked pretty high. I mean, both of them are probably going to be top 5, top 6, right? So it's going to be tough to pull that one off.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I mean, how do you think it would? How could you engineer that kind of a deal?
Well, actually, it's like, I mean, we have, kind of like, so, let the nuts hang out a little bit and say, like, maybe give up, maybe a first round pick for next year. I mean, it's going. I mean, we're gonna be paying through the nose. Say if we're gonna try, get those two solid, defensive players and stuff, for the front seven. But, okay, say we miss out on Quentin Williams. Okay, this dude from Clemson. I mean, he's a pretty good run stuffer, And right now, I'm looking at the current national championship game, and I'm looking at both of them. I'm actually getting the bird's eye view of both of them. I'm not looking at the highlights on YouTube. I'm actually seeing how they play like in real time between the Clemson D line and the Quentin Williams and the Alabama D line. So it's like I'm actually kind of like my own little self scout. And also,
what are you drawing from what conclusions you drawing?
Well, so far it's like the Clemson line is keeping Quentin Williams in pretty much check. And so,
a lot of people have said that and said he quit.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's like, because how would you explain 44-16? If he wasn't really a strong defensive presence, in that game.
Yeah, if you're going to shine, that's the game you're supposed to shine. And I watched part of that game and got bored. Go ahead.
And it makes so bad. It's like they was playing in our stadium, so
I know.
it's almost like maybe
I forgot about that.
maybe just maybe Ronbo, it might have been an omen of things to come for either one. So it's almost like saying, you see this stadium right here, get used to it, boys, because one of y'all just might be playing in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But and also, yeah, go ahead, Ronbo.
No, I'm just listening. I'm listening.
Okay. And T.J. Ward, I know like another caller had brought it up. T.J. Ward, I mean, would you be willing to, bring him in and work him out and see what we got, or do you think it might be like kind of like a reach? I mean, because to me, T.J. Ward is almost like as close as Earl Thomas as you could get.
Oh, you think so? I
think so.
I think he's more.
So. I might be a small minority, but I think so.
I don't know that he's got that kind of vision. He's got I don't know if he's a free safety. He's a strong safety. I wouldn't put him back over the top. Not in this defense. If you put him in a cover 3 situation, I think TJ might get smoked. I mean, if he's going to compete for the safety position, he can go against Marcel Harris and Kwaski T down in the box, but I wouldn't put him up at the top. I mean,
it's like Kwaski. I mean, it's like, I'm not sleeping on Kwaski T, and I have all the faith and confidence in the world in him, but I'm just not really 100% sold on Kwaski. And so I'm at, maybe Marcel Harris, maybe, or maybe Colbert and stuff, and then as far as Katavius Street, I was listening to y'all maybe a call before me. And I think one of the reasons why he couldn't beat out Earl Mitchell is because he was, we drafted him hurt because he had tore his, he tore something in a pre-draft workout for, I think, it's the Giants. And because of that,
Earl Mitchell. Did you say Earl Mitchell?
Street. No,
Katavius Street. No. You say, why Katavius Street? I thought I heard you say, you said Earl Mitchell or Earl Thomas?
No, Earl Mitchell. It's like the reason why he couldn't beat out Earl Mitchell because he was like, this like his redshirt year because he was hurt.
Right.
We drafted him hurt.
Yeah, no, we were talking about. Yeah, he was never going to be in the mix last year anyway. We were talking about DJ Jones. Why did they not? Okay. Yeah, why did Jones not get to that? They waited till the end of the season and they told Earl we'd like to look at DJ, so they made Earl sit down the last 2 or 3 games. But it's. But like homie and him said, if he couldn't make Earl Mitchell sit down, I mean, how good could he be? He got me there. Mm-hmm. I thought the Red were playing Earl Mitchell. We paying him too much money to sit down. So But HBK, we got we're out of time. I'm gonna tell you what though.
Okay, bro.
See you Friday, huh?
Indeed. HBK and the Generation X, we out, bro.
All right, fam. That HBK.
All right. Later.
Yeah. And Sheik, come on here and Sheik. That was Sheik with the music. Come on, Sheik. We got to get out of here. I heard it the first time. I enjoyed it though. Oh God.
Man, I thought you almost forgot about me again, Rob. I was like,
no way.
Close shop. I was like, damn it, Rob.
Sheik. Hey, by the way, Sheik, you guys got to tell where that photo came from. Okay, but anyway, go ahead. Razor. Oh God. Hey, Sheik, the defense, man. I'm telling you, man. And Robbie Gould is worrying me, so I'm thinking more about the defense these days because I don't want to think Robbie's not going to be with us next year. The guy won too many games for us in the past. I'm sure he's going to win some more if he just comes on over and starts moping and pouting around. Oh, guys, I wanted to go back to Chicago. Robbie, don't whine. We're paying you nearly $5 million. This is your job, Robbie. Be responsible. Stop whining. So, a little worried about that.
Well, he's in talks. I'm hearing for a multi-year contract. What I'm hearing from your page, what I saw.
Well, yeah.
I saw also multiple reports. So
I can't believe they're not offering him. I mean, is Robbie is he turning these deals down? I mean, let John Lynch tell it. We've offered him everything. We've offered him the farm, and he won't even sign the tender. Well, John, do not let him get away. So I don't know. What
he's got right now. I think he's the best kicker available right now, and he's definitely proven it.
Yeah.
I think he's a home guy, but look at Earl Thomas' situation. He wanted to go to Dallas. He didn't go to Dallas. He went to Baltimore because the money is right. So the money talks. So I think that $5 million is going to help him out. And if he wants to build a home when he retires in a couple of years, then he could go to Chicago and build his house over with that $5 million or a couple of million that he gets.
Right.
But yeah, so that's that. But I also want to shout. There's a lot of safeties talk going on that we need, and people say we're good, but I don't think we're good. So if we go pass on certain guys like Adderley, Rapp, and these other guys in the second round or third rounds, there's other guy that I definitely got to open my eye on. And Joey Mahoney actually brought it up to me. His name is Savage. He's 40. He's 4.39, pick 6. He has a couple INTs. He's a good ball hawk. Definitely watch out for him in the later rounds. But let me just say about defense. Defense does win championships, but you definitely have to have balance. And also on the other side, for helping getting scores, I think wide receiver is a key thing. People might say we're good, but honestly, I don't think we're good because we need help. Even in the tight end position, if there's a tight end available, I think Steinbrenner, that's another guy I've been looking at as well. He's in the later rounds. We've got multiple threat. We definitely need that. Because a lot of people are going to be opening their eyes on Kittle and try to double team him, try to scheme around him. So we have to have that wide receiver. Just guys that might fall in the wide receiver.
I just want to remind you, though, there's also Jordan Matthews. There's also Dante Pettis, who could be the next breakout player in the NFL. But we still need another guy. Okay, go ahead.
We do.
I just want to bring that up, Chick. Chick, we're not depleted at wide receiver. I really think that's an exaggeration. But let me see. Go ahead.
But I get it. Pettis is definitely going to have a breakout year, but I just want him to have this competition because of the guys that we lost. I definitely want him to have that competition. I want those multiple threats. I don't want to just have one side.
You don't.
And that's
and you haven't for 2 years. And with Jimmy G out there, who makes every receiver a level above, now you take George up another level. You take Dante up another level. Marquise Goodwin has always been the catalyst of that offense. And I know you guys don't like him, but Marquise Goodwin, the chemistry and the formula includes him. So you see, the balance is, all you're doing is you're adding another guy to come in and compete. Chances are he's not going to beat anybody out. But, especially if a draft kid, because he's not going to make Pettis sit down. I doubt he's going to take Matthews out. And at this point, Kendrick Bourne gets it done. But anyway, go ahead.
Well, I get it. Like Jordan Matthews, he's a good wide receiver, but the thing is we signed him for a 1-year deal. So it's kind of like a proven deal. It's like, prove us.
Yeah.
You got to prove us.
Yeah.
And that's why I'd rather have that a competition and see what we got. And if he's it, then we give him the extension. I think that's the best way. And it's a second round, third round, so we could there's other guys. Hakeem Butler, there's many guys. Debo Samuel, many guys. But I also want to talk about a certain play. Butler, I like him. But I like a little bit more of Debo Samuel. I like him a little more. Paris Campbell's kind of opened my eye with the speed. Because he's
Kyle's kind of guy, too.
The game has changed.
Yeah.
Yes. And then before I go, I know you're going to wrap it up, Ronbo. There's one guy I want to also talk about is Quentin Williams. A biggest red flag that the 49ers and the 49er organization need to understand.
How come?
And you already know what I read without even saying. The red flag. Where you want to go? IHOP. What?
And you don't even order pancakes. You order a garden omelet? Why did you go to IHOP?
And then the thing is, it's unlimited pancakes. I believe in IHOP. So you don't want to. That's a big red flag. That's like another Trenton Brown situation.
Well, I agree.
You don't want that. You don't want that. That's a red flag in my book.
You would have got Trent to go to IHOP. And if you did, he would have ordered 3 or 4 entrees. I guarantee you that right now. And every one of them would have included pancakes.
Well, we got time, Ronbo. But, you know, I know you're going to close off shop, Ronbo. And I just want to give you love. The chat room, hey, get this guy, man. Everybody, hit that like for Ronbo Sports, the best place, best Niners show ever. Ronbo, all love to you. Shout out to the Nighthawk Fan Club. You're a busy man.
Thanks, Sheik.
Get some drink. Get a drink for yourself because you deserve it, bro. Love you, man.
Sheik. Love you back, fam. I'll see you Friday, okay? Have a good night. And it's HK 007.
Yo.
Hey. 007.
Yo, what is up?
Well, tonight it's about we're talking defense and how good they're coming along actually. And 007, we could be. Everybody knows this the poster boy or the guy that's face is going to be up as the 49er face. It's going to be Jimmy, right? Quarterbacks usually are, but really. This defense is gradually looking like it's going to be something. We got a lot of players that are second and third year, so maturity is no longer going to be a matter. These guys know what they're doing, except for, of course, the new kids that come in and maybe last year. But DeForest Buckner and some of those guys up front, man, those guys got some seasoning behind them now. I'm starting to like what I see, 007.
yeah, for sure. I mean, the only 3 spots in the defense that are like kind of question marks would be second cornerback, strong safety, and free safety. Besides that, I like how the defense is looking.
Hey, you think strong safety is an issue too, huh?
Not necessarily an issue. It's just
could be
better. we didn't have consistency at either safety position last year because of injuries. You know.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's always going to be a problem. Keeping guys on the field that hurts everything. Yeah.
The thing with the safety position is that we have a ton of guys with potential. Like Jaquaski Tart had his moments. Marcel Harris had his moments. Colbert had his moments as a rookie. Jimmy Ward when he's healthy. So we have guys with potential. Yeah.
So, but John Lynch says we don't have any problems there. I mean, how do you address that in which round? I mean, because when you're going to round 2, Sheik would like to see us get a wide receiver. A lot of folks would like to see us get a DB. There is some argument as to whether we get an OL. I mean, you know, that number 2 pick is extreme. There's more pressure on the number 2 pick than there is the number 1 when you think about it. You can't make a mistake with that number 2 pick.
Yeah.
You've got to administer properly.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Like from what I know, the Niners, they're gonna consider anything when it comes to a number 2 pick. So right now, they're considering Nick Bosa, Williams, and they're considering trading down. Now, I remember earlier you were talking about, well, who could we trade down with? I was looking at people in the top 10. And something that we could think about as a possibility is number 5 at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They got Jameis Winston, but they're not happy with him. He's, I don't think he's the answer there. So if they really like somebody, like there's that one, what's his name? His name's Drew Lock or whatever, Drew Lock or Haskins. If they like one of those guys and they're like, you know what? We're going to go with this guy. And they offer 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks.
007, I got to tell you, though, you know what's the matter with this? They are really concerned about that linebacker position. I don't know that they're ready to spend. I saw yesterday on NFL Network, Quan Alexander left a hole they are definitely concerned with. If they're going to trade up for a linebacker, maybe, but they're not. And it seemed like they're pretty happy with Winston, actually, from the interviews I saw. So I don't know if they're desperate enough to trade up to the 49ers and give up assets. My own thing.
You just have to keep an open mind just because you got to remember when the Kansas City Chiefs traded up for Mahomes, no one thought they would have traded up. They had Alex Smith, and they had just went to the playoffs. You know, and Alex Smith was like 31, 32. He wasn't old. So, you know, you never know what team could be like, you know what, it's our time. This is, you know, we're going to upgrade at quarterback. So.
Well, did you have any other candidates? I mean, other than Tampa Bay, there's got to be a stronger, obvious one than Tampa Bay if they're going to trade up. Is there anything between Tampa Bay and, say, number 10? Although I don't know if the 49ers want to drop that far, but, I mean, anybody else?
I mean the Giants. But if the Giants would want to trade, then if I were the Niners, I'd be like, all right, well, I want 2 first-round picks, and I want like 2 second-round picks, and I want a third-round pick. I just asked for like so much. I'm like, all right, you want to trade up? Like, all right, well, we're gonna ask for like everything you have.
I bet the Giants are afraid to ask the 49ers for anything, though. I mean, that unreasonable deal that they put on the 49ers for Robbie Gould, and then they just let them slide on over there. If there's 2 teams that better not even call John Lynch, it has to be the Raiders and the Giants. But maybe, you know what? They'll say, John, it's all business, man. Listen, I'm getting ready to fatten up your pot full of this, and this, and here. Why don't I throw this in as well? Maybe that's the way it goes. I don't know. But if you were sitting in the front office of the 49ers and the Giants call, well, you ask for a lot just then and there, too. And make it impossible if you guys want to give us that. Because I'm not going to deal with the Giants nice, you know. Raiders either.
No.
So.
No, not the Raiders. I mean, the Raiders, if they wanted to trade, yeah, you still ask for a lot because of the whole Max thing. But, you know, it's not even because you're trying to be spiteful. It's like, look, at number 2, if Kyler Murray goes number 1, then you get to have the number 1 prospect outside of quarterback. And since we weren't in the quarterback market, it's essentially like the number 1 overall pick for us. So if somebody was like, hey, we want that pick, you're like, it's essentially the number 1 overall pick in our eyes. So you better offer a huge, like, haul, or we're not even going to consider it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. As I'm thinking, I'm hoping they go for quality picks this time. I don't really want to see a trade down. I don't see the real benefit of it. The 49ers, the holes we have left now, they should be filled with the best we can possibly get. BPA all the way down 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah, I agree
and
with
2,
that.
6. But
I agree with that. I think that's what our free agency, how we attack free agency. That's basically how we set it up. Like, we have Jordan Matthews. So, you know, we have Jordan Matthews. We have G. Ford. We have Quan Alexander. You know, we signed people at positions that we needed help, and we got it. And, you know, we signed people at safety like Junior Ward. So now we're in a spot in the draft where, like, we're just going to take the guy who's the best and F the position. So I would think Nick Bosa. And then round 2, sometimes I hate predicting past round 1, because round 2, 3, and 4, oh my God, anything can happen. People fall, people rise. Like the week of the draft, you have people rising and falling like 5-10 spots. And then you have like trades and all that kind of stuff. So you never know what's going to happen. So I hate trying to like predict. Yeah, so all I know is we need a wide receiver. We need secondary. Well, yeah, after a wide receiver, like, to me, after the first round, like you said, it's just pick the guy that you think is the best overall player at that pick, and then take it.
You can pay attention to his position as well. But the thing is, there's no point in trading down unless it's really – and don't trade down to number 10, 11, 12, or 13 because, we're still not to the point we can actually drop out of the quality range that much yet, you know. But anyway, that's just me. Hey, 007, we ran out of time again. And I'm going to tell you what, as usual, appreciate you, fam. See you Friday, huh?
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Peace out.
All right. Let's go. Green, I'd say it's Green Eye Irvin. Remember how the Giants' defensive line was against the Patriots in the Super Bowl? They put pressure on Brady with an average backfield. Yeah. Yeah, twice. I'm trying to. Jim Thorogood tells us, hey, we need an account for all the rest of the offense is going to get when they have to bring in the cart to pick up the concussions and broken bones this team will leave in its wake. Yeah! Miguel Cuevas! That's me, Miguel! And Jose Zamora. He said, hey, let's go Niners. Let's go get that 6th trophy. See those guys holding it up. Who's going to hold it up? You got to give it, you know what? Jimmy, like, always had to wait for somebody else on the Patriots team to hold it up. Let Jimmy hold it up. Right? We'll just take turns every year. You know, got to enforce Buckner to get in there. Armando Lopez says the 49ers trade down. I would want them to get Devin White. Ooh. Goodbye, Malcolm. It's been nice. We'll see you on the fly. Horatio Flores says, hey, honestly, I think we should release Robbie Gould. He clearly doesn't like playing for us, and he is tired of losing. But Horatio, we are going to stop losing, though, and he could be part of the reason why, you know? But, he does seem like he's tired of losing, doesn't he? He even said so. Usually a guy says for other reasons why he would like to go back to wherever or go to some other place. Robbie just came out and said, yeah, I just want to go where I can win. Dog, damn, it's like that? Joe Cool says, I'm going to buy a new 65-inch, $4,000 TV just for draft night. Yeah! You go, Joe Cool. Hey, let me get this right now. Suzuki Uchiha. Suzuki Uchiha. No, Nick Bosa, Josh Allen, or Williams, then move solo. Wait. No Nick Bosa, Josh Allen, or Williams, then move solo as defensive end or trade down and get 6 and 17. See, but Suzuki, you know, you see a team that actually would go for that? You're going to give up 2 draft picks? What are you getting? That's why I'm just looking at the whole thing. When these people are trading up, what do they want? Martin Hurtado says you have to do a live draft reaction. Martin, you didn't. Martin, I will be right here in your face at your place on draft night. Oh yeah, that's become a tradition, man. We sit there and watch. You know it's gonna be early this year though for us. So we start off with the first pick. We watch as the Cardinals not surprise anybody. Says, and with the number 1 pick in the 2019 draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Kyler Murray, Arizona State, and everybody's going to say, oh, surprise. Gino Anderson says, we do need more secondary help, but I don't know if a rookie is going to be better than what we have. See, that's what I'm talking about. This is why I said what we have now is going to be the same with the wide receiver. He's not going to take out those guys that have been working with Jimmy G and also with Kyle for the last 2 years. So a lot of places we're drafted they're not even going to make a difference this year. It's going to take next year. So we almost have to depend on what we have in certain positions. Except for offensive linemen, maybe. That's why I'm thinking second round is going to be the offensive lineman. San Francisco, as good as the free agent period was, I really don't care who they bring in. 2019 draft class ain't none but extra fuel to our fire ass. I know, you know. Yeah, we need to wrap ourselves around that fact. You know what I'm saying? We can draft somebody, he ain't gonna be coming in instantly just taking over. Unless it's like, as I say, it's a Bosa who's, you know, for sure. Maybe Allen. For sure. I'm pretty sure that also Quentin Williams is a plug-and-play guy right out of university. But you can't be going down too far and thinking these guys are going to help any this year. Shane Lewis says, round 1, Bosa Allen. Round 2, Deontay Thompson, Nasser Adderley. Round 3, Ridley. Round 4, Terrell Hanks. Round 5, Hamp Cheevers. And round 6, Cole Holcomb. Yeah. As it is. Yeah, he had two 6th-round picks. So. Warner DeLu says, I don't think our coaching staff would have invested that much money into a player on a make-it-or-break-it year if they didn't believe he would be ready. And, yes, he did pass the physical. And I have Verrett. I know Verrett. I agree. I think sometimes we underestimate the brilliance or we overestimate the ignorance of our front office some of these boneheaded things that some people are suspecting, I doubt very seriously whether the 49ers are doing that. So good call. Jim Thorogood says, hey, Bleacher Report Mox has us taking Hakeem Butler in round 2. Maybe. And John McNair, he says, QW looked great against Clemson in the first half. They ran away from him and double-teamed him every play in the second half. See, I got to go back and watch that again. Because I was watching, I was doing something else. I wasn't really focusing. And Sasuke says, Josh Allen did everything by himself. The only other good players on his team were the safety. Actually, they got a good secondary. They got a couple of guys that are going to be involved in the draft from Kentucky. Daniel, SF49ers fan 5249, says, if we do take Bosa, which is my choice, who can we get to put it to Sam so old man Malcolm Smith can head out the door? I really wish Zilcha could take that job. I really don't want Malcolm Moore. They're going to smoke him on. He can't cover. Robert Valdez Williams would only be on the field for about 40% of the defensive snaps. Allen would potentially play every snap. Trade down with the Raiders. Guys, again, the Raiders are not going to. I want to see it. I can't imagine Raiders giving up more than one draft pick. Ooh, they do not. 49ers and Raiders do not like each other. They've already proven that, especially now. John may have liked the Raiders. He don't now, I bet. For number 4, 24, a fifth, and whatever else we can get. Take Allen or Williams, preferably Allen. At 24, take Bradbury, Campbell, Font. I do like Font and Campbell. At 36, take Adderley. Oh, man. That would be a nice deal, but, man, the Raiders ain't going to do nothing for the 49ers, man. They just did a number on us for Khalil Mack. Roger Villaneda says, hey, what's up? Send a shout out to Gilroy, California. Got to drive through Gilroy, that long straight. We could open up that engine as long as I have CHP8 down, hanging around there, and just let that puppy fly. Put it in cruise control because the traffic down through that area sometimes it's kind of sparse. Ooh, South Gilroy. Garlic Festival time coming up soon. Actually, we got a little while to go. Satch Montgomery, I watched Josh Allen for the first time last night, and boy, he is it. Yeah. He looks good, Satch. Ain't nobody saying Josh can't play now. Oh, he can play. I just wonder if his game translates to the NFL. We'll find out. Dontrell Sessom. Ronbo, our Sam only dropped back in coverage 65 times last year. Yeah, but you can. That's enough to lose games. Yeah, you average 12 into 65. That's kind of a lot. Or 16 into. No, that's still a lot. That's not really, huh? At any rate, I don't think. You know what we're going to be? We're going to be in base defense. I got to think the base defense is going to be a small part of the time. Reason why is there's so many defenders now. The 49ers can start designing new packages. You know what I'm saying? George Wallace, Josh Allen has improved each year in college and will fit perfectly into our defense. Bosa's too hyped up. I know. Everybody's got Bosa too hyped. Okay. Benji Polo Batua. Benji Polo in the house. Hello. What's up? 49er Empire Strikes Back 2019. Jose Mendez. What's up, fam? Thomas Kelly. So, do you think we got it right so far? The defense? Yeah. We might relax. Only position I'm really worried about is the safety position because it's so important in the cover 3. I don't know. We might have to cover 3. I may have to have dual safeties back there on occasion. I'm gonna drop that Sam. Oh no! Maybe did it. Is it where we are here? I think it's it. Where am I? Stone Cold 49. Stone Cold 49. Hey, how do you feel about York and not liking to retire jersey numbers? That's what I was trying to tell you. Everybody's talking about, 81. The reason why Taylor's giving up that 81 is going to retire T.O.'s number. No, they're not. Because it seems that Jordan Matthews' best year was when he's wearing 81. Trent's letting him have the number. He's going to take Garcon's number. Michael Rhodes says N'Keal Harry is the best wide receiver in the draft. Paris Campbell is right behind him. Maybe. Not receivers. Paul Salvi, Quan's going to be a fan favorite quick, I bet. Yeah. If he's healthy, it's definitely going to be because the dude's got 2 dogs in him, not just one. Peter Gorman, hey, gonna make Niners great again. Peter, thanks, fam. Shucks. Jeff Tan says DB will be better with the addition of Bosa. Services rush plus forward. They will get to. Let me get a raise up on this, please. Rush to the quarterback quicker, meaning the ball will get out faster. Yeah. See, that's the thing, Don't let that quarterback sit back and plant his back foot and get relaxed and comfortable. That's how DBs get fried. Salvador Brebisca says everyone that bought 56 Foster jerseys, rocking with a jacket on. This is will only show the front of my 99 Smith jersey. Don't nobody know it ain't a Buckner jersey. Oh, I tell you, that's a practice done throughout the 49ers campaign. Oh, we got so many players that come in, look good, and all of a sudden something goes wrong. Sal, man, a lot of us been doing that already. We just didn't admit it. Sal did. Hey, big homie and them. Over 300 people watch, only 171 likes. Let's hit them likes, Niner Empire. And all my Quinnen fans, be sure to call in and beat Ronbo up some more. Big homie and them. Thanks, fam. Hey, hit that like, fam. I love getting beat up, you bring them arguments because I'm going to stand behind my boy, Nicky. I tell you, man, I like his style. And Leroy Phillips Sr. says, Niners front office is upset over someone like Bosa 97 jersey. Did you hear about Niners upset trying to downplay it? Someone linked. Wait a minute, let me see. Oh, Niners front office upset over someone linking the Bosa 97 jersey. No, Leroy. But thanks, I'm going to go check that out. That's exciting stuff there, man. And Okie Niner says, I'm hoping for trade back for Greedy and trade back up for Sweat. Okie Niner, man, those are second level guys. I don't want Sweat. I mean, I like him, but I don't want him for my number 2 or any in the first round. And Michael says, don't sleep on Kentavious Street. I think giving up the opportunity, he will be a big part. I got a feeling Kentavious Street could be a bear. Well, watch Kentavious Street. Everybody's going to be saying during preseason games, whoa, look at Street. That total demolition of that. Oh, my God. Hey, Jim Turkle says, with a D like this, some team will fall in love with Salah, and he'll be a head coach somewhere with a deep playoff run next year. But Jim, if it looks really good with us, how come he can't stay with us? I always said all he needed was some weapons. Jorge Chloe. Yo, Ronbo, the red and gold will never get old no matter how it's sold. We stay standing bold and we stay standing gold and we be, let me get this rhythm right. We stay standing bold and gold until we're dead and cold. And that's a lifetime mode as it's told. Oh, yeah? What? Yeah. And there's George Wallace. He says, draft Nasser Adderley and no worries in the secondary. See? But see, I got to tell you, I got a feeling Jimmy would beat Nasser out in the beginning. I mean, just until he got hurt. Because Jimmy knows his way around the defense. He knows what he's supposed to be by now. Everybody's done pissed him off. Jimmy will come out and be playing like a crazy man this year. I can already feel it coming. It's that argument he got into on a thread I made. Boy, Jimmy came in and attacked Niner fans. I'm looking at... Whoa. Oh, Jimmy's not happy with that remark. Hey, Jim Turkles also says Tampa at 5 might surprise everyone and take Haskins. They have been souring on Jam as the last couple of years. They benched. Okay. Yeah. Okay, the last couple of years they benched him for a long while last year. No, I know. That's hard. Winston. He looked better in his first year, and from there he hasn't been right since. I don't know what's going on with him. I understand he wants to go up to 250 pounds. He's going to make it lean. Michael Chan says Tampa Bay can draft Haskins. Jameis Winston is last year of rookie deal. Whoa. Now that could be incentive to go for a quarterback. But when you're number 5, why you need to trade up? Maybe, I don't, because you're looking behind us. The Jets don't want a quarterback. We don't want a quarterback. The Raiders, if Kyler Murray, if the Arizona doesn't take Kyler Murray, unless Tampa Bay wants Kyler Murray, okay, they will get their choice of quarterbacks. Wayne Roberts says Taylor Rapp would make that secondary better. He may be better. He probably is a better talent than we have right now because he is good. I did see him. Brandon West, Bosa should be similar to Justin Smith. Williams should be one of the greatest ever, and I'll take Williams. D of 49ers, we're trading back for Cleveland Farrell. DM really said that we're going to trade back for Cleveland Farrell, then use another pick for Greedy. Second round will be Hollywood Brown. Oh, damn, I don't like those deals. Cleveland Farrell, he's okay, but I'm not. Greedy, okay. Greedy's okay. And Hollywood Brown's he weighs 165 pounds. I wonder, about guys like Hollywood Brown, I wonder, now he needs to get to 180, 185 just for his own safety. Somebody, as I said the other day, a guy like Anton Exum hits him. Guys who really like to stick. Boy, I hope his mom will be in the stands to take him home. Okay, Niner Rich, Brian Burns over Josh Allen. If we're really being real. Well, that's the first time anybody's ever said that, Niner Rich. Horatio! Doing all right for him. Mr. Joe Pappy says, I hear people complain that Bosa isn't good against the run. Well, you shouldn't play him in the base anyways. And keep him fresh. And a 2-down quarterback terrorized is absolutely worth the number 2 pick. Yeah, I'd be interested to see how they use Bosa actually. And if they draft him, you can figure they've got something figured out and schemed up for Bosa to be most effective in. When you got a lot of guys that come off from around the outside, you'll find a way to use them to be effective. DeMarcus Lawrence is available. Jerry and DeMarcus Lawrence is available. Jerry and DeMarcus. Oh, I can stop yelling, can't I? Let me take that off for a second. DeMarcus Lawrence is available. Jerry and DeMarcus agency. Oh, I see. Jerry and DeMarcus agency are at a standoff, and I listened to that all day today on the radio. If the Cowboys will get DeMarcus Lawrence, boy, Dana Hayes, Ronbo Sports, please, it won't let me call. Did you block me so you ain't going to pay me my rookie jersey? I will change you to the dark side of the Quentin Williams next time I talk. Dana, we actually, at a certain point, we shut it down. And we shut it down probably as you came in. So, no. Dana, we ain't scared, man. Come on now. I'm telling you right now, ain't nobody scared. I got your Dana Hayes. I wrote your name down already. So, no. We shut it down because we stopped taking callers. See, we're about to cross into 4 hours point. So, yeah. So, Dana, we shall see you in draft night. Don't let me have to go find you is the question. Oh! We got some more. Dana Hayes. For the Angels. Quinn. Oh, God. Boy, where we go with this? Oh, this is Dana. See, Dana Hayes, Mosley. Oh, okay. Oh, God. Dolomite, let me tell you one thing right now. That is so inaccurate. Curse is in full effect. Anybody he drools over always ends up being a bust. Let me explain how wrong Dolomite is on so many different levels. I did not drool over Solomon Thomas. I did drool over DeForest Buckner. I lost my mind the night we drafted him. Boom, bingo, take that down. Who DeForest Buckner is doing what right now? I said, give me Christian McCaffrey, please. Is Christian McCaffrey one of the premier players in the NFL right now? Boom, knocked that one down. I drafted Dante Pettis in my mock draft. He looks like he's going to have a future this big. Booyah, it looks like I did it to you again, baby boy. You got to come something stronger than that. That was too weak, Dolomite. Hit that like, fam. I'll be back to suffer some more abuse, and I'll be handing it out too, baby boy. Fam, I'll see you Friday. Hey, have a great week between now and then. Looking forward to it. No, actually, man, maybe see you before Friday, though. It'll be in another situation, though. Nicky B.